Falmouth wins. Falmouth and Wareham are tied. Shortstop hitting second. Zach DeLoach, who had the solo home Now the 1-1. It was his first hit off the home run against Wareham in 3 games. Stetzer sets. The 1-1. Swing and a miss on a fastball upstairs, 1-2. Well, apparently you guys were hearing music that whole time. We apologize for that. No score, top of the first. Kevin Kendall's on first base for Falmouth. 2 outs. Cole Stetzer, the starting pitcher for Wareham, trying to get out of the first inning. Trey Cruz is at the plate. Count 1 ball and 2 strikes. Stetzer sets. Runner going. The 1-2 fouled off behind home plate. Will stay at 1-2. So Stetzer's the starting pitcher tonight for Wareham. 0-1, a 6.96 ERA. The one positive number, 1 walk, 11 strikeouts in 10 1/3 innings pitched. Trey Cruz, the cleanup hitter for Falmouth. Throw over to first, and Stetzer got him. Kendall's in a rundown between first and second. The throw to second, got him. Teeter to McLean. 1-3-6 the putout, and that ends the first inning. No runs on 1 hit. Nobody left aboard for Falmouth in the first. We head to the bottom half of the first inning. Still no score. We'll be right back on GBN. The Bay Point Golf Club offers a unique collection of 18 championship golf holes, a beautiful banquet facility, and a clubhouse that has a fully stocked pro shop. The Bay Point Grill is a perfect place to grab a meal or watch a game. The course is located off Onset Avenue in Buzzards Bay. The Gatemen thank you for your support.
Come on over to BB's Bar and Grill for food, drinks, and fun. Located on Cranberry Highway, come in to sample the delicious eats or relax with a drink while enjoying live entertainment. BB's is one of our team meal partners. One of the area's best restaurants is located right up the street, Brewfish Bar and Eatery. Brewfish offers 20 rotating craft beers on tap and creative pub food. Check out their off-the-menu brunch with a Bloody Mary bar and $5 mimosas on Sundays. Join us for outdoor dining and drinks under the tent or for live music. Located on Route 105 in Marion.
Cape Cod Healthcare is the leading provider of healthcare services for residents and visitors of Cape Cod with 2 acute care hospitals and more than 450 physicians. For more information, please visit capecodhealth.org. Cape Cod Healthcare. Expert physicians, quality hospitals, superior care.
Located in Wareham Crossing, Coastal Orthodontics knows the importance of a healthy smile. Dr. Kevin Oliveira and his team at Coastal Orthodontics are a patient-focused practice, delivering professional, effective orthodontic treatment based on the individual clinical needs of each patient, resulting in beautiful smiles in a timely manner. With 10 years of experience using Invisalign, Coastal Orthodontics uses the most up-to-date dental equipment. Cape Cod Coca-Cola thanks you for supporting the Cape Cod Baseball League and for refreshing yourself with ice-cold Coca-Cola products. Please remember to recycle your empty bottles, cans, and all other recyclable materials. It only takes 6 recycled plastic bottles to make a new baseball cap. To the bottom of the first we go here at Spillane Field. Braden Ward, Matt McLean, Jacob Teeter. To lead it off for Wareham here in Game 2 of the doubleheader, Justin Robleski, the starting pitcher for Falmouth, as Ward takes a strike in the outside corner. 0-1. Let's give you the Gatemen starting 9 here in Game 2. Ward, McLean, Teeter, Dallas Beaver in the cleanup spot, DHing. Benjamin Sims, the Kansas Jayhawk, playing second and batting 5th. The 0-1 to Ward. Flared foul out of play on the left field line, 0-2. Chad Stevens at third base, hitting 6th. Matthew Rudick in the lineup here in Game 2, hitting 7th. The 0-2 to Ward. The 1-2. Curveball inside, 2-2. Robleski, the lefty on lefty matchup, the 2-2. Down low in the dirt, count runs full. Toro Tsuka and Drew Sims round out the lineup for Wareham here in Game 2. Robleski making his 7th appearance of the year for Falmouth. 3-2 misses high, ball 4, and Ward's on with a leadoff walk here in the first. He is yet to start a game. And maybe Falmouth trying something new because his 6 appearances out of the bullpen have not gone well. He's given up multiple runs in 4 of his 6 appearances. He's given up 11 earned runs in just 9 1/3 innings pitched. In steps Matt McLean from the right side. First pitch. Misses inside, 1-0. Let's take you around the diamond for Falmouth here in Game 2. Trey Cruz over at third base, Kevin Kendall at shortstop. Tim Tawa at second, Jackson Coots at first on the right side of the infield. Taylor Smith doing the catching for Justin Robleski. In the outfield, Austin Maisel in center. Zach DeLoach in left, Baron Radcliffe in right. Robleski, a long look. Throws over to first now, Ward back safely. McLean at shortstop here in Game 2 for Wareham. Benjamin Sims slides over to second as Darren Baker gets a rest. As McLean lays down a bunt down the first base line, glove flip to first, and McLean's out at first base. Good play by the pitcher Robleski McLean does his job, gets Ward to second. It'll be a sacrifice bunt. One away.
Robleski made that look a lot easier than it was. He backhanded that dribbler down the line and then flipped it over out of his glove.
Jacob Teeter steps into center stage. Ward in scoring position, one down, bottom of the first, no score between Falmouth and Wareham. First pitch. Catches the outside corner, 0-1 to Teeter. Jacob Teeter delivered an RBI single in the 6th last game. 5-2 loss for Wareham. The 0-1. Breaking ball misses. Maybe a little high. 1-1. Teeter 1 for 3 in game 1. Now hitting .353 with runners in scoring position. Excuse me, .333. As he lines that one to left center field, a base hit. Ward will score easily. That ball cut off by the center fielder, Maisel. Teeter a wide turnaround first, but puts on the brakes. And Jacob Teeter delivers an RBI single here in the first inning. Wareham leads 1-0.
And delivers again. Jacob Teeter delivered in the first game, but Wareham couldn't get many across in the first game. Not a bad start here in game 2. Keep the train moving.
First pitch to Dallas Beaver. Misses outside, 1-0. Teeter now 15 for 43 with 17 RBIs when runners are in scoring position this summer. Clutch hitting from the lefty. 1-0 slapped into left center field, a base hit by Dallas Beaver. Teeter's going to take off for third. The throw from Maisel goes into second. Heads up base running by Jacob Teeter. And it's runners on the corners with 1 out for Wareham here in the first. Dallas Beaver finished last game with a single in the 7th inning. Singles here in the first of game 2, and in steps Benjamin Sims.
Part of what makes Dallas Beaver such an effective hitter and such a good hitter, he uses all parts of the field. Exhibit A. Has a pitch over the outside corner, flares it the other direction.
Sims, the Kansas Jayhawk, steps in. He had an RBI single to get Wareham on the board in game 1. Takes a curveball low and away. 1-0.
Robleski tripped and fell as he fired that pitch.
Catcher Smith going to make his way out and make sure his pitcher's okay. Sims in game 1 along with that RBI single. Ground out in the 5th, strikeout in the 7th. A 1 for 3 day for Benjamin Sims. Robleski taking his time after the trip and fall. The lefty sets the 1-0. Fastball lined into the netting. Into a net, I should say, down the third base line. 1-1. There's a net up where the ball boys will sit behind, and coaches as well. Sims late on the fastball. The 1-1. Sims shows bunt, pulls it back, and a curveball inside. 2 balls and a strike. To finish out Robleski's numbers to start the summer. 6 appearances, no starts. 9 1/3 innings pitched, a 1-1 record, a 10.6 ERA. The 2-1. Fastball grounded left side. Shortstop Kendall scoops, throws to second for one. Over to first, not in time. Ball trickles past Coots. Sem's going to take off for second and in there safely. Teeter scores from third. Instead of an inning-ending double play, it's another run for Wareham, 2-0 Gatemen.
Gatemen catching a break. That should have been an inning-ending double play. Conventional turn for Tim Tawa, and just not a very good throw.
Chad Stevens steps in from the right side. Gatemen lead 2-0, bottom of the first. Now 2 down in the inning. Robleski sets and deals. Curveball low, 1-0. The 1-0 pitch. Misses low and inside, 2-0. Stevens did not play in game 1 of the doubleheader. The 2-0. Fastball misses high. 3 balls and no strikes. Chad Stevens, the Portland Pilot. Second team all-conference this past season, West Coast Conference. 3-0 pitch. Fastball right over the heart of the plate, 3-1. Stevens has hit well as of late. Hit in 5 of his last 6 games, hitting .286 over that 6-game stretch. The 3-1. Inside, ball 4. And that just got a piece of Stevens' eye, believe. First and second, 2 down for Wareham.
The right fielder, number 51, Matthew Ruda from San Diego State.
And now Matthew Rudick steps in from the left side. Rudick in right field here in game 2 for Wareham after not playing in game 1. He struggled against Falmouth this season. 1 for 9 with 3 strikeouts in his 2 games played against the Commodores. First pitch curveball outside, 1-0. Rudick, the rising junior at San Diego State. The 1-0 from Robleski. Misses low. 2-0. Matthew Rudick hit .319 as a freshman. It was the best batting average by an Aztec freshman in the Mountain West era since 2000, so nearly 2 decades. The 2-0. Fastball high at the eyes. 3-0. And he continued that into his sophomore campaign. Hit .320, was a first-team All-Mountain West selection this past season. Lefty on lefty matchup, the 3-0. Get me over fastball does just that. 3-1. First and second, 2 down. Bottom of the first. Gatemen already 2 runs across. The 3-1. Fastball in the outside corner, 3-2. Let's see if Robleski can work all the way back. The 3-2. Runners going. Pitch slapped left side. Through the hole into left field. A base hit. Sems rounds third. The throw goes into third base, and Stevens is tagged out. Does the run count? No, it does not. Benjamin Sims is shocked at home plate. He thought he scored before Stevens was tagged out. And the base running costs Wareham a run. It should be 3-0. Instead, it's 2-0 Gatemen. We head to the top of the second. We'll be right back on GBN.
The 2019 Cape League All-Star Game will be played at Eldridge Park, home of the Orleans Firebirds. Mark the date on your calendar, Sunday, July 21st. Game time is 6 p.m., but the gates open at 2. One highlight will be the home run hitting contest. There will also be an autograph session and a large merchandise village with items from many of the teams. Be sure to buy your tickets now right here at the merchandise stand. Tickets are just $5, and part of the proceeds will support our Wareham Gatemen.
Struggling with changes in mood, sleep, stress, or a sense of hopelessness? Finding it hard to be the man you want to be? Get the information and tools you need for mental, emotional, and relationship health at massmen.org. Courage starts with the first step.
Gatemen Baseball is officially sponsored by Robertson's GMC, the truck professionals. Located just 2 miles away on Cranberry Highway, Robertson's GMC, we are professional grade, power like a pro.
The Gatemen would like to thank Wareham Country Market for helping to feed the Gatemen players and staff after games. They are located about a quarter of a mile from the field on Route 6, offering a convenience store, a Dunkin' Donuts, and a deli.
To the top of the second we go here at Spillane Field. 2-0, the Wareham Gatemen lead over the Falmouth Commodores. First pitch, Cruz shows bunt, lays it down, third baseline, foul. 0-1. Two runs on 3 hits. And the bottom of the first for Wareham. Breaks the ice, makes it 2-0. Trey Cruz, Taylor Smith, Barron Radcliffe, 4, 5, 6 hitters due up for Falmouth here in the second. The 0-1. Misses outside, a ball and a strike. Stetzer did allow the single to Kevin Kendall in the first inning, but Kendall ended up getting picked off to end the inning. 1-1, misses inside, 2-1. So Trey Cruz was at the plate and didn't get to finish his at-bat. He's been a Gateman killer this summer. The 2-1. Fastball at the eyes, 3-1. After the 2-run home run in Game 1 today, went 1 for 2 with 2 walks. Trey Cruz is now 7 for 9 with 5 RBIs against Wareham. 3-1 down low. And that's his 3rd walk against the Gatemen, all 3 today. He's on to lead off the second. In steps Taylor Smith. Taylor Smith steps into center stage. Cruz on first, nobody down. 2-0 Wareham, top of the second. First pitch to Smith. Misses high, 1-0. Smith catching tonight here in Game 2 for Falmouth. The 1-0. Foul tipped back into the glove of Sims, 1-1. It's been kind of a roller coaster season for Taylor Smith. In his first 6 games, now the 1-1 from Stetzer. Breaking ball over the inside corner, 1-2. Filthy pitch from Cole Stetzer. He hit .263 in his first 6 games with 7 walks. His on-base percentage was .500 in his first 6 games. The 1-2. Fastball on the outside corner, strike 3. Got him looking. First strikeout for Cole Stetzer. Strikeout brought to you by Lang, Exafaris, and Bullard. Head to alexblaw.com to seek a trial attorney in the New Bedford area. One away, and in steps Barron Radcliffe. Just to finish, Taylor Smith. He had 5 hits in his first 6 games. A double and 4 home runs were the hits. In his last 6 coming into tonight, 3 for 19, a 158 hitter. And now 12 strikeouts after the strikeout here in the second inning. First pitch to Radcliffe, misses low, 1-0. Baron Radcliffe in right field here in Game 2 for Falmouth. Did not play in Game 1. The 1-0. Runner going. Pitch is a strike in the outside corner. Sims never really got a hold of it. And Cruz swipes second base.
Bad pitch to run on. But Cruz caught a break with Sims dropping it.
Count now 1-1. It's been the exact opposite for Baron Radcliffe as it has been for Taylor Smith. Just mentioned how Smith started hot and now he's been ice cold. Radcliffe's hot right now. The 1-1. Misses just low. 2-1. Radcliffe's hot right now, hitting .333 in his last 7 games with 12 RBIs. 3 doubles and 3 home runs in that stretch. The 2-1. Fastball paints the outside edge. 2-2. Radcliffe in his previous 5 games prior to this 7-game stretch was 0 for 16 with 5 strikeouts. He's really turned it around in the last week and a half or so. The 2-2. Chopped down the third base line, foul. We'll stay at 2-2. Radcliffe awaits the 2-2 pitch. Here it comes from Cole Stetzer. Dribbled foul once again. Just stays alive. Count stays 2 balls and 2 strikes. Radcliffe, rising junior at Georgia Tech. Was drafted out of high school in the last round, 40th round. 2-2, hammered foul. Down the left field line. We'll do it all over again. At a Norcross High School, he was ranked the number 6 outfielder, number 12 overall prospect in the state of Georgia by Perfect Game. Multi-sport athlete, played quarterback for 3 years, and he was a heck of a football player too. The 2-2, swing and a miss, strike 3 on an off-speed pitch. Back-to-back strikeouts for Cole Stetzer, and another K brought to you by Lang, Exafaris, and Bullard. Head to lxblaw.com to seek a trial attorney in the New Bedford area. 2 away, Cruz on second, in steps Jackson Coots. Coots did not play in Game 1, steps in from the left side. First pitch. Looped foul out of play, 0-1. 2-0 Gatemen, top of the second. Coots, rising junior at Rhode Island, hit .259 for the Rams in the A-10. Comes from a baseball/softball family. The 0-1. Blooped down the third base line, straight to Chad Stevens. Broke his bat while he was at it. And after the leadoff walk, it's 2 strikeouts and an infield pop-out. Stetzer gets out of it. We head to the bottom half of the second inning. Wareham leads 2-0. We'll be right back on GBN. Cape Cod Coca-Cola thanks you for supporting the Cape Cod Baseball League and for refreshing yourself with ice-cold Coca-Cola products. Please remember to recycle your empty bottles, cans, and all other recyclable materials. It only takes 6 recycled plastic bottles to make a new baseball cap.
Learning at Curry College extends beyond the classroom and is embedded in all that they do. Curry prepares students to engage in successful careers and active citizenship with a global perspective. Explore undergraduate majors, minors, and concentrations, including new majors in accounting, biochemistry, and software development. Online at curry.edu.
Clobbered high and deep to right center field, and this one is gone. A home run.
That home run's brought to you by Eastern Propane and Oil. Another scholarship for a deserving youth. Eastern Propane and Oil, we're in your neighborhood.
After the game, visit El Mariachi on Main Street for the best Mexican food in Wareham. The cantina provides a delicious late-night snack accompanied by fun cocktails.
We enter the bottom half of the second inning here at Spillane Field. 2-0 the Gatemen lead. Wareham with 2 runs in the bottom of the first inning. Gabe Genovesi here with you. Jonah, Karp, welcome up to the booth. We just wanted to, it's Down Syndrome Awareness Night here at Spillane Field. We've got these bracelets on. I don't know if you can see them. Blue, yellow. There we go. Get the bracelets into the camera as Otsuka gives one a ride out to deep right field, and making the catch out there is Radcliffe, one away. But Down Syndrome Awareness Night here at Spillane Field had a doubleheader today, and it's just been a great night here at Spillane. If you're watching for some reason in the area, come out to the ballpark and pick up a couple bracelets, walk around the ballpark. We've got quite a few, just a special group here at Spillane watching the Gatemen take on the Commodores tonight, and it's been really awesome.
Yes, it has.
First pitch to Drew Sims, misses low and in. 1-0.
It's an important cause, and if you are in the area and you want to help out and make a donation and pick up some bracelets, please do.
1-0 to Sims. Right over the heart of the plate. 1-1. Sims the 9-hole for Wareham here in game 2. The 1-1. Hit him. Inside. Second hit batter by Justin Robleski already tonight. And in steps Braden Ward.
The center fielder, number 50, Braden Ward from Washington.
Robleski has struggled here through not even 2 innings. Gave up 2 runs on 3 hits in the first inning. First pitch to Ward. Shows bunt, pulls it back, pitch low and away. 1-0. 1 down here in the bottom of the second. Wareham leads 2-0. Braden Ward at the plate. He walked. His first time up. The 1-0. Fastball at the knees for strike 1. Scoreboard update around the league. Brewster beats Chatham 9-1 today. The 1-1. Curveball sliced down the left field line, and it's caught by the left fielder Deloach. 2 away here in the second, and that'll bring up Matt McLean. Harwich up on YD 8-3. All of that is in the Eastern Division. Orleans is up on Bourne right now 3-0. So that's Bourne pretty far back in the Western Division, but it's always good to see an East team beating a West team. And now the big one. Katuitt beating the Harbor Hawks 9-2. First pitch to McLean. Misses inside 1-0. So if that result holds, Katuitt puts themselves in fantastic position to be in first place alone in the West. The 1-0. Misses just low, 2-0. Now, if Wareham wins, they hang on and win this game, then Wareham and Katuitt will still be tied atop the Western Division. Falmouth wins, then Falmouth and Wareham would be tied, both 1 game back of Katuitt. The 2-0. Fastball right over the heart of the plate, 2-1. McLean laid down a sacrifice bunt in the first inning. 2-1 curveball outside, 3-1. And he came into tonight red hot, did Matt McLean. Scorching hot. The 3-1. Ropes one out to pretty deep center. Maisel going back, and it lands. That ball lands. McLean into second. Sims rounding third. The throw to the plate is down the third base line, and Sims scores. It's an RBI double for Matt McLean, and it's 3-0 Gatemen here in the second.
That was a heck of a throw from the outfield. And if it was just a little bit in line, and perhaps a little bit sooner, Drew Sims would have been a dead duck, but he was on his horse. And boy, is this a different looking Wareham team than we saw in game one.
That ball was hit deep. I thought Maisel was going to get there. Instead, it's an RBI double for McLean. First pitch to Teeter. Went around on a curveball low. 0-1. Sixth double of the year for McLean. That ties him with Adrian Del Castillo for the most on this team. The 0-1. Low. 1 ball and 1 strike. And the RBI for McLean is 18th RBI of the year. The 1-1 to the lefty, Jacob Teeter. Fastball misses just outside, 2-1. Teeter delivered on it with an RBI single in the first inning. Made it 1-0 Wareham at the time. The 2-1. Breaking ball high, 3-1. Jacob Teeter started this season 0 for 10. Came into today hitting .330 ever since those first 3 games. 3-1 down low, ball 4. 2-out walk for Teeter, and in steps Adrian Del Castillo. And Teeter talked about way back, just the first step is seeing the ball well. You got to see it to hit it. And then once he started seeing the ball well, he said, now I can drive it. Now I can put it where I want it. And he has all season long.
Entered today in a little bit of a funk, but has 2 hits today.
It's Dallas Beaver at the plate for Wareham. Takes a strike in the outside corner, 0-1. Beaver singled his first time up, the 0-1. Chopped foul on the first baseline, 0-2. Robleski now at 48 pitches. Not even through 2 innings. Has already given up 3 runs. Hit 2 batters. Walked 2 batters. 0-2 misses high at the chin, 1-2. It's been a struggle for Justin Robleski, who already came in with a 10.6 ERA and 9 1/3 innings pitched. The 1-2. Curveball dribbled fouled on the first baseline. We'll do it all over again. Beaver DHing here in Game 2 after catching in Game 1. Went 1 for 3 in Game 1. The 1-2. Breaking ball above the head of Beaver. Ducks out of the way. 2-2. Dallas Beaver finished up his UCF night career this past season. He'll transfer to South Carolina in the fall. The 2-2. Line drive straight to second. Tawa didn't have to move. Catches it right at his chest. And that ends the inning. 1 run on just 1 hit for Wareham. They lead 3-0 as we head to the top of the third. We'll be right back on GBN.
Village Signs of Mattapoisett. They do it all, from logo design, trucks and buildings, to boats. Village Signs has proudly served southern New England for over 35 years. Visit them at villagesigns.inc.com for all your signage needs.
Gatemen over Falmouth in the top of the third inning. 3-0 Wareham. Let's send it down to Addison Van Patten. Addison?
Hoping to get another win in the second half of this second game of today. Testing 1, 2. In the first couple innings of a doubleheader. It was June 16th. It was against Chatham at Chatham, and the Gatemen are 0 for 4 in doubleheaders, but that last win we got on the board first. We're on the board first again today and hoping to get another win to cap off this doubleheader. I talked to manager Jerry Weinstein before the game, and he said he just felt like the guys weren't in the right mentality in the first game. He said they weren't in the zone enough and is hoping to get them in that zone for this one. Sending it back to you guys.
All right, thanks so much, Addison. Apologies for the technical difficulties. Austin Langworthy, Tim Tawa, Austin Maisel. The three due up. Here in the top of the third inning, Colt Stetzer back in. First pitch misses outside. We welcome you back inside the John Wild broadcast booth. Jonah Karp, Gabe Genovesi. 1 ball, no strikes from Stetzer. Austin Langworthy, the designated hitter, batting 8th for the Commodores. Pitch misses outside, 2 balls and no strikes. That was pitch number 34 for Stetzer. Working with a 3-0 cushion right now. Nobody on, nobody out. Full windup, the pitch. Fouled off into the caging. 2-1. Langworthy looking for his first hit as a Falmouth Commodore. Tim Tawa behind him, then we're back to the top of the order. Gatemen dropped the first game of this doubleheader. The pitch, got on and missed, count even 2-2. It's Red Shirt Friday night here at Spillane Field. Honoring our military members, a 2-2. Popped up behind home plate. Drew Sims takes a look, and that'll land out of play. Count holds at 2 balls and 2 strikes. So every home Friday game, we honor our military members, fans of the Wareham Gatemen, both in attendance and watching the broadcast. The 2-2 from Stetzer. Popped up, foul again behind home plate, and we'll do it again. 2 balls and 2 strikes to count. Langworthy making Stetzer work. It's also Down Syndrome Awareness Night here in Game 2 of the doubleheader. So if you come by Spillane Field, make a donation, get a bracelet. The 2-2. Taken upstairs, count runs full. 3 balls and 2 strikes to Langworthy. Cole Stetzer coming into this game with an ERA of 6.97 this season, 10 1/3 innings pitched, 11 strikeouts. Has 2 strikeouts tonight, both came in the second inning. Pitch up and in, misses ball 4. Second walk from Cole Stetzer. It leads off the third. Tim Tawa, the new batter. Tawa batting 9th here in Game 2. Playing second base instead of left field like he did in Game 1. Runner on first, nobody out. Top of the third inning, Gatemen leading 3-0. Stetzer looks over at first, now comes set at the letters. Deals from the first base side. First pitch, a breaking ball. Rainbows over the heart of the plate, 0-1. Tawa went 1 for 3 in the first game. Stole a base, and he singled. First at-bat of the second game. Stetzer throws back to first. Langworthy scampers back to the bag. Count holds at 0-1 to Tawa. Tim Tawa played for the Newport Gulls last season of the NECBL. Struggling so far as a Commodore, batting just .200. Ropes this one over the glove of Chad Stevens, and it rolls into left field for a base hit. Otsuka cuts it off, fires it back into short. And Tim Tawa pulls in at first with a single. Table set, nobody out in the third inning, and the tying run comes to the plate. As we head back to the top of the order, Austin Maisel steps in 0 for 1 today. Tawa at first, Langworthy at second. Maisel popped out to Jacob Teeter to begin the first inning. The Commodores trying to sweep the Gatemen. Long look in from Stetzer. Now comes set at the letters. Working out of some trouble. First pitch. Square to bunt. Laid down the third base line. Stetzer off the mound. Shuffles to his left. Fires to first in time to retire Maisel. As both runners advance 90 feet. One away. Langworthy now at third. And Tawa now at second. The sacrifice bunt works. Kevin Kendall, 1 for 1, steps into center stage. He singled in the first inning, was retired on the base paths, picked off by Stetzer. But now with an RBI opportunity and a chance to knot this game at 3. One away here in the top of the third. Gatemen leading 3-0. First pitch from Stetzer. Fastball sits low, 1-0. If you're Cole Stetzer, you need to get this guy out. Zach DeLoach is standing in the on-deck circle. Entered today with the highest batting average in the Cape League. And he also homered in Game 1 of this doubleheader. Not the guy you want to face with the bases loaded. The 1-0. Fouled off, 1-1. Kevin Kendall entered this game batting 7 for 44. That's just a .59 batting average. No homers, 4 RBIs. But he's batting second for the Commodores, and he's 1 for 1 today. Stetzer with 45 pitches thrown, the 1-1. Slapped foul down the third base side, 1-2. It was Blake Dunn that batted second for the Commodores in the first game. Went 1 for 4. Long look in from Stetzer, 1-2 the count. 3-0 Gatemen, the pitch. Upstairs, ball 2. Tawa at second, Langworthy at third. 1 away. Stetzer trying to keep this at a 3-0 cushion. The pitch. Just tapped under the glove of Drew Sims to stay alive. Kendall will see another pitch with a 2-ball, 2-strike count. Pitch number 6 of the at-bat upcoming. Kevin Kendall from California, rising junior at UCLA. The pitch. Slapped foul. And we'll do it again. Stands at just 5'10", 170 pounds. Bats from the left side. Teammate of Matt McClain. Shortstop for the Wareham Gatemen. Making Stetzer work. Pitch number 49 upcoming. The 2-2. Laced back towards center field. Ward drifting over, makes the catch. Tagging from third base is Austin Langworthy. The throw is cut off, and Langworthy scores. Deficit cut to 2. It's 3-1 Wareham. So a sacrifice bunt and a sacrifice fly, the 2 outs for the Commodores here in the third. Tawa stays put at second base, and we'll get a meeting on the mound. That might be it for Stetzer. Jonah, Karp, Gabe, Genovesi, Addison Van Patten with you. The ball taken by Jerry Weinstein, and we're going to have a pitching change brought to you by Bay Point Club when we return Brand new pitcher for the Wareham Gatemen with 2 away here in the third. Gatemen leading by 2. We'll be right back on the Gatemen Baseball Network.
The 2019 Cape League All-Star Game will be played at Eldridge Park, home of the Orleans Firebirds. Mark the date on your calendar, Sunday, July 21st. Game time is 6 p.m., but the gates open at 2. One highlight will be the home run hitting contest. There will also be an autograph session and a large merchandise village with items from many of the teams. Be sure to buy your tickets now right here at the merchandise stand. Tickets are just $5, and part of the proceeds will support our Wareham Gatemen.
Stop by the Ansel S. Gurney House, where you will find a unique shopping and dining experience. Whether shopping for a special occasion or just to treat yourself, you'll find what you're looking for in one of the 11 themed rooms. There's also a cafe serving fresh homemade lunches overlooking the extensive gardens. The Ansel S. Gurney House is located at 403 County.
The 2019 Cape League All-Star Game will be played at Eldridge Park, home of the Orleans Firebirds. Mark the date on your calendar, Sunday, July 21st. Game time is 6 p.m., but the gates open at 2. One highlight will be the home run hitting contest. There will also be an autograph session and a large merchandise village with items from many of the teams. Be sure to buy your tickets now right here at the merchandise stand. Tickets are just $5, and part of the proceeds will support our Wareham Gatemen.
Stop by the Ansel S. Gurney House, where you will find a unique shopping and dining experience. Whether shopping for a special occasion or just to treat yourself, you'll find what you're looking for in one of the 11 themed rooms. There's also a cafe serving fresh homemade lunches overlooking the extensive gardens. The Ansel S. Gurney House is located at 403 County Road in Marion.
For a nostalgic Cape Cod vacation experience, head to Bay Motor Inn, where guests are treated like family. Located in the heart of Buzzards Bay Village, this 1950-style cottage colony still provides you with up-to-date amenities. The Gatemen thank the Bay Motor Inn for their support.
The Bay Point Golf Club offers a unique collection of 18 championship golf holes, a beautiful banquet facility, and a clubhouse that has a fully stocked pro shop. The Bay Point Grill is a perfect place to grab a meal or watch a game. The course is located off Onset Avenue in Buzzards Bay. The Gatemen thank you for your support.
Back here on the Gatemen Baseball Network, Gatemen by 2. They're on top 3-1 with 2 away in the top of the third inning. Cole Stetzer's night is over, but the book not exactly closed on Stetzer. Tim Tawa off of second base, his responsibility. New pitcher in, Will Fleming, making his 8th appearance of the summer for the Wareham Gatemen. Right-handed pitcher. He'll face Zach DeLoach. First pitch, taken downstairs. 1 ball and no strikes. The 2 outs, a sacrifice bunt and a sacrifice fly. The Commodores playing small ball here in the third inning to get a run across. 1 run home in the inning. Gatemen hanging on to a 2-run advantage. 3-1 in the top of the third. Fleming checks the runner at second. Deal. Check swing. DeLoach, a foul tip into the glove of Drew Sims. 1-1. DeLoach 0 for 1 here in game 2 of this doubleheader. Went 1 for 4 in the first game with 2 flyouts, actually 3 flyouts, and a solo blast. His first hit and only hit against the Wareham Gatemen. Broken bat flare toward the center of the diamond. Sims racing over, makes the catch behind the second base bag. And that'll do it for the top of the third. DeLoach retired, and the Commodores leave 1 stranded in the top of the third inning. 1 run across on 1 hit, 1 man left after 2.5. Falmouth trailing Wareham 3-1. We'll be right back on the Gatemen.
One of the area's best restaurants is located right up the street, Brewfish Bar and Eatery. Brewfish offers 20 rotating craft beers on tap and creative pub food. Check out their off-the-menu brunch with a Bloody Mary bar and $5 mimosas on Sundays. Join us for outdoor dining and drinks under the tent or for live music. Located on Route 105 in Marion.
Cape Cod Healthcare is the leading provider of healthcare services for residents and visitors of Cape Cod with 2 acute care hospitals and more than 450 physicians. For more information, please visit capecodhealth.org. Cape Cod Healthcare. Expert physicians, quality hospitals, superior care.
Bottom of the third inning, Gatemen leading Falmouth by 2. 3-1 the score. Benjamin Sems, Chad Stevens, Matt Rudick, the 3-2 up. 5, 6, and 7 in the Gatemen order. Justin Robleski back in for inning number 3. The lefty deals, first pitch. Right down the middle, 0-1. Benjamin Sems 0 for 1. He grounded into a fielder's choice in the first inning. Steps in from the left side. It's a left-on-left matchup. The pitch. Line drive, back up the middle, and through into center field for a base hit. A leadoff single for Benjamin Sems to get the bottom of the third going. Already the 5th hit of the night for Wareham. Well, the 5th hit of Game 2 of this doubleheader. After only tallying 4 in the first game. Sems standing on first. Chad Stevens, a new batter. Nobody out in the bottom of the third. Gatemen by 2. They've scored in each of the first 2 innings. 2 across in the first, 1 run across in the second. Stevens, the right-handed batter, squares to bunt, pops it up, and Robleski makes the catch off the mound. 1 away. Chad Stevens trying to bunt Benjamin Sems over to second. And an unsuccessful attempt keeps Sems on first. And an easy first out for Robleski in the third. Robleski has actually thrown more balls than strikes. Now in 2 1/3 innings. Sems off of second. First pitch. Taken for a strike right down the middle, and Matt Rudick. That's now 28 strikes and 28 balls. 1 away, bottom of the third, 3-1 Gatemen. Rudick 1 for 1 with a single. The pitch. Taken downstairs. 1 ball and 1 strike. Rudick singled in the first inning, but that was the last at-bat of the first inning. Chad Stevens was retired on the base paths. The 1-1. Fisted foul. 1-2. Rudick entering tonight, batting just .234 this season, 19 for 81. He does have 3 homers. 2 of them came in 1 game. 11 RBIs for Matt Rudick. The 1-2. On the outside corner, strike 3 called. Matt Rudick caught looking, and there's 2 away here in the bottom of the third. Benjamin Sems still standing on first base. 2 down, Toro Otsuka, the new batter. He's 0 for 1. Flew out to right field to begin the second inning. Sems led off the inning with a single. Otsuka trying to keep the train moving. Batting .301 coming into this game. The pitch. Right down the middle, 0-1. 19 hits and 63 at-bats for Otsuka. No homers, 8 RBIs. Went 0 for 3 in the first game. The 0-1. Misses low and away. 1 ball and 1 strike. Runner on first, 2 away. Drew Sims would be next if Otsuka can keep the inning alive. Runner takes off. Pitch chopped right side of the infield. Tawa shuffles over to his left, picks it out of the dirt, and fires over to first to retire Otsuka. Final out of the third inning after 3. Wareham over Falmouth, 3-1. We'll be right back to start the fourth when we return on the Gatemen Baseball Network. Oh, don't worry about it, Ryan.
Stop by the Ansel S. Gurney House, where you will find a unique shopping and dining experience. Whether shopping for a special occasion or just to treat yourself, you'll find what you're looking for in one of the 11 themed rooms. There's also a cafe serving fresh homemade lunches overlooking the extensive gardens. The Ansel S. Gurney House is located at 403 County Road in Marion.
For a nostalgic Cape Cod vacation experience, head to Bay Motor Inn, where guests are treated like family. Located in the heart of Buzzards Bay Village, this 1950-style cottage colony still provides you with up-to-date amenities. The Gatemen thank the Bay Motor Inn for their support.
The Bay Point Golf Club offers a unique collection of 18 championship golf holes, a beautiful banquet facility, and a club host that has a fully stocked pro shop. The Bay Point Grill is a perfect place to grab a meal or watch a game. The course is located off Onset Avenue in Buzzards Bay. The Gatemen thank you for your support.
Come on over to BB's Bar and Grill for food, drinks, and fun. Located on Cranberry Highway, come in to sample the delicious eats or relax with a drink while enjoying live entertainment. BB's is one of our team meal partners.
Top of the fourth inning, the Gatemen over the Commodores 3-1. As we welcome you back inside the John Wild broadcast booth, we have a special member of the Gatemen fan club in our John Wild broadcast booth. Pitch swung on and missed to Trey Cruz. Count quickly 0-2. Pleasure to welcome in Dusty Baker. This is so exciting. Dusty, the father of Darren Baker, who's not in the lineup here for the second game, but plays second base consistently for the Wareham Gatemen. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Trey Cruz goes down on strikes. Dusty, thanks for joining us.
Very well out there. I liked him last inning, and they brought him in the middle of the inning, and he got a pretty tough hitter in Trey Cruz, and I played against his grandfather.
Really?
I guess I'm getting older. He came up and said, "Hey man, you know my dad. My dad told me to say hello to you," and I thought it was Jose's son. Well, Jose Senior.
Right.
Who we played against each other. He's with the Cardinals. I was with the Braves. Played against him in Puerto Rico, but to see his grandson, he's about 6'2", like 200 pounds. It's a lot bigger than Jose.
Swing and a miss. Count 0-2 to Taylor Smith. Well, this is a different perspective than you usually get a chance to watch the games from. You're usually sitting, situated in the corner in the bleachers. Was broadcasting ever in the cards when you were playing? Were you ever like, when I retire, I'm going to consider broadcasting?
Not really. I mean, we used to play games in the backyard. My brother did most of the broadcasting. He was imitating Vince Scully, when we were kids. But I did work for ESPN. I think 2007, I think, and that was fun. I mean, that was a lot of fun. It was a bit. It was quite a bit of travel from California, to get to Hartford. And, this kid has good stuff. I mean, they got some pitchers down here. I was told that this was a pitcher's league, and it appears to be such. But, they have some guys hitting pretty good in this league as well. But I think the pitchers are a little bit ahead of most of the hitters.
Sky staying in the infield. Closing in the third baseman, Chad Stevens, and he can't make the catch.
Nice hustle, too.
Taylor Smith digs for second and stops there. A miscue for the third baseman, Stevens. And Taylor Smith is safe with one away.
Well, you mentioned the Pitchers League, and your son Darren is actually one of those guys hitting very well for Wareham. What goes through your mind as he either steps up to the plate or he's out at second? Are you more, all right, let's put my coach's cap on, or let's put my father's cap on?
Well, it's a combination of the two.
Yeah.
I get the nerves of a father, but, like early in the game, he took a 1-0 fastball, and I'm like, oh, son, you got to attack that ball,
Tapper foul, 0-1.
But, it's been exciting. I came here last year for the last couple of weeks of the season when Darren was in Brewster. And, this year he's playing for Wareham, where some of his teammates played here the last couple of years. And, they've done well. 3 or 4 of them have gone on to be, relatively high draft choices. And they're doing pretty good, I understand, in pro ball.
Joined alongside Dusty Baker. Count 0-2 to Baron Radcliffe with a runner at second and one away in the top of the fourth inning. Gatemen leading by 2. Will Fleming on the bump. Checks the runner at second. The pitch. Taken downstairs. Runner stays put.
What I'm really impressed with are the host families. How they treat, these young men as if they were their own sons. And, I think that all the parents need to be relieved and, not worry about them. because a lot of these guys are a long ways from home.
Yeah.
But they have discipline in the families. They feed them, they take care of them. Jerry Weinstein keeps them busy. They're out here doing community work as well as playing with the kids, and they work them pretty hard. That's what they're here for. They don't have quite the leisure life that I thought that they would have here. and
you thought Darren would be on the beach every day.
Yeah, I think he's gone to the beach one time.
We hear you're quite the fisherman.
Yeah, well, I love to fish. I tell you, I was at some of the cranberry bog ponds in the back today. Looking around, I saw a golden eagle, a big old golden eagle, and that's my kindred spirit. That's what I was told by the Cheyenne Indian. That's because my name is Brave Eagle. But I spent a lot of time in Montana, and so that was a treat. I'd never seen a golden eagle, but I'd seen a bunch of bald eagles out where we live.
The payoff fouled off.
I don't know why I'm jumping, man. I mean, you guys got a screen, you got a protective plastic there, and here I am.
Protected. Okay.
Yeah.
Did you bring your glove?
No, I didn't.
Where'd that love for fishing come from?
From my dad. Yeah, I was always with my dad. I was the oldest of 5, and so we fished, all the time. We weren't fishing for the sport. We were fishing for the meat to bring them home and eat. Now I fish more for sport and some time to eat. Good pitch.
Did he go? No, he did not. That's ball 4. 2 on with 1 away.
And like I go to a lot of college games, and they have 4 umpires. You guys have 3. I went to visit our A-ball team, and they only have 2. And that's a lot of work for these guys, especially the fact that they got to work behind home plate, every other day. And so these umpires are actually, they're actually pretty good.
New batter, Jackson Coots.
Ooh,
laced
that's
out
in the
into
gap.
right center field.
He can't catch
And
that
that'll
one.
drop in front of Matt Rudick. 1 run's going to come home to score. The throw is cut off. Runners at the corners for the Falmouth Commodores, and they've cut the lead to 1. Well, you've played outfield.
Yes.
Would you have gotten to that ball?
Probably not. In my mind, maybe.
At what point during your playing career did you say, I want to go into coaching?
I didn't really. What happened was, I got divorced, and I was a stockbroker in '87, and that's the year of the crash. And then I was like, well, I don't think I caused the crash myself. That's what some of my buddies say. But the Giants wooed me and came after me, and I said, I don't think I want to coach. And then Al Rosen, at the time, was the general manager. He said he liked the way I played across the field when he was in Houston, and he had a lot of respect for me, and I didn't even know he knew me. And so he says, I think you'd be a fine field manager someday, but he told me that he thinks that I need to coach for 5 years, to get the player out of me. And then 5 years to the day almost, and then I was chosen the manager of, the Giants. But, I coached for 5 years. I was the first base coach 1 year, and I was the batting coach for 4 years, which was fun because I had some guys I could hit, Kevin Mitchell and Will Clark and Matt Williams and Willie McGee and Darren Lewis, who Darren is named after.
Okay.
And I didn't think I was going to have a son at that late age. And, it was fun. The big advantage I had going into managing was to manage that team because the coach is kind of like an uncle that you can tell anything to. And your dad is, you can tell most things to. And so, that's the advantage I had going into manage, to be the manager because I was a coach for those years, with some great, great players.
So at what point did it become, okay, they kind of wooed me into doing this to, I love coaching, I love managing the game of baseball?
Well, something, I was the oldest of 5, so I was top responsibility at a young age. I was in the Marines, I was a guide on, which also taught me teamwork probably more than any other thing that I'd done in my life. And I had an understanding. I'd come from a mixed society in Riverside, California, and then went to all white society where my family was the only family in in this, black family in the school. So I had a pretty good understanding. I spoke Spanish, so I had, which I didn't want to speak Spanish. My mom made me take it in school for like 4 years. But, all those things sort of molded me to get along with people and try to get a good understanding of people. And it's still a people's game, these guys are human. And, they're not robots, they're not machines. And, they have the same problems that you and I have off the field. But, you have to put those problems aside when you come out there, and you have to. And I've had some great coaches along the way. I had great high school coaches. I had my American Legion coach played with Jackie Robinson, which I didn't know until I got into pro ball. Spider Jorgensen. Then I had some great minor league coaches, managers, and I had some outstanding managers in the big leagues. Eddie Matthews. I had Clyde King.
Hard hit, left side, could be two. Flip to second for
two.
one, turn over to first, throw in the dirt, picked out of the dirt by Jacob Teeter.
Hey, man, Teeter can pick it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, he can pick it over there. He's one of the best I've seen at a young age at picking balls in the dirt, and that saves a lot of errors and creates a lot of outs.
Jacob Teeter, an all-star for a reason, keeping this just a one-run advantage for the Wareham Gatemen over the Falmouth Commodores after 3.5 innings. Dusty, it was wonderful having you on.
Well, thank you, guys. And I'll see you tomorrow.
Really a pleasure.
And I got to go home. I won't be here for the All-Star game, so you guys have a great time.
Thank you, sir.
Get home safe, Dusty.
And, my wife listens to all of your broadcasts.
Oh, no. That's such a mistake.
No, it's not. No, it's not. You guys going places, so you guys just remember me when you guys are famous. Promise?
Yes, promise.
Okay.
Thanks, Dusty.
All right, I'll see you later.
Sir.
All right.
We're not going to forget you, Dusty.
That's all right. Thank you.
We'll be right back on GBN.
Cape Cod Healthcare is the leading provider of healthcare services for residents and visitors of Cape Cod with 2 acute care hospitals and more than 450 physicians. For more information, please visit capecodhealth.org. Cape Cod Healthcare. Expert physicians, quality hospitals, superior care.
Located in Wareham Crossing, Coastal Orthodontics knows the importance of a healthy smile. Dr. Kevin Oliveira and his team at Coastal Orthodontics are a patient-focused practice, delivering professional, effective orthodontic treatment based on the individual clinical needs of each patient, resulting in beautiful smiles in a timely manner. With 10 years of experience using Invisalign, Coastal Orthodontics uses the most up-to-date dental equipment.
Drew Sims retired on the ground out to shortstop Kevin Kendall. One away, quick first out in the top of the 4th inning. Well, that was fun, having Dusty Baker on the broadcast.
A lot of fun.
Bottom of the 4th inning, Gatemen hanging on to a 1-run advantage. 3-2 over Falmouth.
You could pick his mind for days.
Pitch over the outside corner to Braden Ward. Count 0-1 to the center fielder. Nobody on base. 1 man out. The pitch. Right down the middle. 0-2. Robleski still in for his 4th consecutive inning. Up to 65 pitches. The pitch to Ward. Fouled off. Count holds at 0-2. Braden Ward 0 for 1. Reached base on a walk in the 1st inning. Breaking ball. Right down the middle. Strike 3. Quick 2 outs for Robleski. Nobody on base for Matt McLean. I just have so many questions for Dusty Baker.
We could have talked to him for the whole game.
Whole game.
I'm going to blame Austin Langworthy for grounding into a 6-4-3 double play to end the inning for a while.
Yeah, really. Come on, Austin. First pitch to McLean. On the inside corner. Count 0-1. McLean 1 for 2. Doubled in the second inning. Fouls went off, 0-2. Jacob Teeter would be next. Nobody on base, 2 away. 3-2 Gatemen. Bottom of the 4th inning. They've tallied a hit in each of the first 3. 5 hits tonight for Wareham. It's cooled off a little bit here on this Friday evening. Game 2 of a doubleheader. Falmouth took the first game. They now lead the season series 3-0. Pitch hits Matt McLean after it bounces in the dirt. And McLean reaches for the second time. 2-out hit by pitch puts McLean on first. Jacob Teeter, the new batter, who's reached twice. Single in the first inning, a walk in the second inning, 1 for 1. Matt McLean off of first base. Left on left matchup. Robleski checks the runner at first. And the pitch on the outside corner, 0-1. Robleski working a little bit slow. Fires the fastball over the outer half. 0-2 to Teeter. Just 2 strikeouts tonight for Robleski. One of them coming to Braden Ward for the second out of this inning. Long look in to his catcher, Taylor Smith. Now sets at the letters. Runner takes off. The pitch, fisted foul, and out of play. Count holds at 0-2. Dallas Beaver would be next. 73 pitches thrown for Justin Robleski. Came into this game with 12 strikeouts, 9 1/3 innings pitched. An ERA of 10.61. Runner on first base, 2 away, bottom of the 4th. 0-2 to Jacob Teeter. Runner takes off again. Curveball, lifted in the air out to right field. Radcliffe will have plenty of space, drifts and makes the catch for the final out. Gatemen leave 1 stranded. No runs, no hits, 1 man left after 4. Gatemen 3, Commodores 2. We'll be right back.
Whether you're brewing a lager or an ale, Stone Path Malt has got you covered. Stone Path Malt, the local provider of quality malt for all your favorite New England craft breweries, is right here in Wareham. For your next night out, stop by their new tap room.
Village Signs of Mattapoisett. They do it all, from logo design, trucks and buildings to boats. Village Signs has proudly served southern New England for over 35 years. Visit them at villagesigns.inc.com for all your signage needs.
The Gatemen would like to thank Wareham Country Market for helping to feed the Gatemen players and staff after games. They are located about a quarter of a mile from the field on Route 6, offering a convenience store, a Dunkin' Donuts, and a deli.
Mark 3-2 Gatemen, top of the 5th inning. Let's send it down to Addison Van Patten.
Has stuck around for the whole season so far with the Gatemen. He has had a rougher time in the Cape than normal, but he has stuck around due to his work ethic. I talked to pitching coach Jim Lawler, and he said that at any point in the dugout on any given day, you can see him working out on his arm, stretching, and putting in more effort than anyone else he's seen. Now, he said that tonight's relief is going to be different than normal. Why? Because he started eating gummy worms again. In high school, he used to eat a pack of gummy worms before every single start, and he thought it might do the trick again tonight. Sending it back to you guys.
Thanks so much, Addison. Not a big fan of gummy worms. Not a big fan of gummy stuff in general. I don't know. I've listened to my dentist one too many times. No cavities. Tim Tawa, Austin Mazel, Kevin Kendall, the 3-2 up in the top of the 5th inning. Falmouth has scored in each of the last 2. 9-1-2 for the Commodores. First pitch. Fouled off. 0-1 to Tawa. Tawa 1 for 1, single in the 3rd inning. Will Fleming back on the bump. 29 pitches thrown. The pitch. Foul tipped off the mask of the catcher, Drew Sims. Count 0-2. Jonah, Karp, Gabe, Genovesi, Addison Van Patten with you on this Friday evening. Game 2 of a doubleheader between the Commodores and the Gatemen. Wareham dropped the first game. Now sitting next to Ryan LeMay.
Not as great a guest as Dusty, but I'm glad to be here.
Oh, don't shortchange yourself, Ryan. We love having you on. The 0-2. Inside, ball 1. Ryan, our beat writer, you can catch all of his articles at gatemen.org, all the post-game articles, all the preview articles, all the feature articles. Every piece of written content. Chopper down the third base line, charging in. Chad Stevens fires over to first in time to retire Tim Tawa. First out.
Must have been a relief for the Gatemen offense tonight. After 11 hits against the Commodores a couple nights ago, and they only got 1 run tonight, 3 runs on the board. Must be a good feeling for these guys.
Nobody on base now, 1 away. Austin Maisel, the new batter. Hit into a sacrifice bunt back in the third. Fouled off, 0-1. Ryan has been a jack of all trades the last week or so. We've been missing Javik Blake, who is enjoying some time off, but he'll be back after the All-Star game. The 0-1. Fouled off, 0-2. And so Ryan has not only been writing the articles, but he's been filling in as the producer and hopping on the broadcast.
Every good team needs a utility player.
That's right. That is right. Ryan is our utility player. And an all-star in my book.
Thank you.
The 0-2 upstairs, 1-2. You're supposed to compliment me now.
Oh, well, I mean, there's only so much I can say.
Chopper down the first baseline and off the glove of Jacob Teeter. Rolls down the right field line, taken off for second base. Austin Maisel pulls in safely with 1 away.
No, you guys are the real heroes. I can never sit here for 9 innings. I would mess up so many times, I feel like, so I don't know how you guys do it.
That's going to go down as a hit. Tough play for Teeter. Runner at second base for Kevin Kendall. 1 away in the top of the 5th. Well, that's nice of you to say. Ryan also knows the best places to eat here on the Cape.
That completely false, but I try.
That's not false.
I try to help out. When I can.
Well, we've gone out to eat a number of times, and Ryan's picked the place because he's from this area.
Yeah.
And, you know, he lives further down on the Cape than we do. He lives over in Sandwich. Swing and a miss, 0-1. Me, Addison, and Gabe, we all live in Mattapoisett, about 45 minutes away from Ryan. So when we have to travel to like Brewster and Harwich and Orleans and Chatham,
I'm the food guy. Add that to the list of jobs I have.
Ryan's the food guy. Hammered out to right field. Rudick chased back, looks up. That ball is gone. 2-run homer for Kevin Kendall. And the Commodores take a 4-3 advantage. Kevin Kendall gets into it and smokes it.
Falmouth loves the long ball. I think we've established that tonight.
Second hit of the second game for Kevin Kendall. And that clears the bases, still just 1 away. The Gatemen were leading the entirety of Game 2. They scored first in the first game, squandered that lead. They led by as many as 3 in this game. Chopper, right side of the infield. The second baseman, Sems Waits, fires to first in time for the second out to retire Deloach.
Yeah, very similar storyline to last game, and I'm starting to wonder if the 2 rain days, the 1 off days, disrupting the rhythm of this team, because going into that off day, they were probably the hottest team in the whole league, and you look at them now, and they don't look the same.
Offense has been tough to come by for this team today. Something we're not accustomed to saying about this Wareham Gatemen squad. Taps foul, left side, 0-1 to Trey Cruz. And if you've been following the Gatemen team all season, you know that offense is their strong suit. And by a wide margin, they're the best offensive team in the Cape League. The 0-1. Fastball outside, 1-1.
I mean, they've been getting the hits like they did in Falmouth the other night. They had 11 hits. It's just stranding too many men on base. You got to get the runs home when it matters most.
The pitch from Fleming. Roller down to second, backhanded by Sems. Tosses from his knees over to first in time to retire Trey Cruz and end the top of the 5th inning. But the Commodores get 2 more across, and they're 2 big ones off the bat at Kevin Kendall. A 2-run jack in the top of the 5th, and they've taken a 4-3 lead entering the home 5th. We'll be right back on the Gatemen Baseball Network.
Learning at Curry College extends beyond the classroom and is embedded in all that they do. Curry prepares students to engage in successful careers and active citizenship with a global perspective. Explore undergraduate majors, minors, and concentrations, including new majors in accounting, biochemistry, and software development. Online at curry.edu.
Clobbered high and deep to right center field, and this one is gone. A home run.
That home run's brought to you by Eastern Propane and Oil. Another scholarship for a deserving youth. Eastern Propane and Oil, we're in your neighborhood.
After the game, visit El Mariachi on Main Street for the best Mexican food in Wareham. The cantina provides a delicious late-night snack accompanied by fun cocktails.
The Wareham Gatemen would like to thank Franklin Sports for their sponsorship of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Franklin is yet again proud to be the official batting glove of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Throughout the summer, all the Cape League teams are wearing their own custom team batting gloves courtesy of Franklin Sports. To order your favorite team's design or to create your own, visit franklinsports.com/custom, enter code CCBL20 for 20% off your purchase. From Cape Cod to the major leagues, only the best hitters in baseball wear Franklin gloves.
Come as you are, sit down, and relax at the deck of the Gateway Tavern. Enjoy the view while exploring their extensive food and drink menus for the ideal Cape Cod dining experience. Gateway Tavern, the official helmet sponsor of the Wareham Gatemen.
Joanne Stevenson and William Ravis Real Estate, a double play when it comes to selling or buying a home. With 19 years of experience in residential real estate and ranked #1 globally, they are sure to help you with all of your hopes and dreams. William Ravis Real Estate, the official real estate company for the Boston Red Sox, and Joanne Stevenson, your hometown agent, proudly support the Wareham Gatemen. Located on the Cape Cod Canal, Keystone Place at Buzzards Bay is the area's newest rental independent living, assisted living, and memory care community. With some of the area's largest apartments and an ultra-inclusive monthly service package, Keystone Place is a life-fulfilling retirement community unlike any other. Discover Keystone Place, the best option in Cape Cod.
Bottom of the 5th inning, Gatemen now trailing by 1. 4-3 after a 2-run homer. Put the Commodores on top. Dallas Beaver, Benjamin Sems, Chad Stevens, the 3-2 up. First pitch, up and in. 1 ball and no strikes to Beaver. New pitcher in. Sam Weatherly coming in for Justin Robleski, who went the first 4. The second game of this doubleheader. Pitch over the inner half, strike 1. Dallas Beaver 1 for 2. He singled in the first inning. Lined out to the second baseman Tim Tawa to end the second. Weatherly entering tonight with a 5.58 ERA. 9 2/3 innings pitch. Fouled straight back. And without a fence, that might have ricocheted off the head of Ryan.
Yeah, that was a little scary, not going to lie.
I'll tell you what was funny. With some of these balls hit back toward us, and Dusty, when he was in the booth, he was ready.
He was ready to go.
A little scared, but he was ready. The 1-2. Swing and a miss, a pitch in the dirt. Beaver takes off for first. Popping up, Taylor Smith fires over to first to complete the strikeout, 1 away. Nobody on base, 1 man out. Benjamin Sems, the new batter.
Gatemen have to dig deep. This is a big game for them in the standings right now in the West Division. It's so tight, top 3 teams.
And especially with the Kettleers taking a monstrous 10-4 lead over the Hyannis Harbor Hawks. Katuit now with sole possession of first place after the Gatemen dropped the first of this doubleheader. Trying not to get swept, Benjamin Sems, the new batter. First pitch from Weatherly. Sems squares to bunt, pulls the bat back, and watches the pitch go outside, 1-0. Weatherly with 10 strikeouts in 9 2/3 innings pitched. Now 11 strikeouts in an even 10. Sems digs in from the left side. And Weatherly buys some time, calling Taylor Smith back to the mound.
Falmouth has a jam-packed rest of the season. I forget the exact number. It might have been 16 games in about 12 days. So, I mean, their pitching staff's going to be pretty worn out by the end of this. So that could be an advantage to the Gatemen.
It's 16 games in 13 days now after the cancellation of the game 2 days ago between Wareham and Falmouth was pushed to August 1st, which was supposed to be an off day for the whole league.
Yeah. That's a lot of baseball to play for any team.
A lot of baseball. Want to know the count to Benjamin Sems. Just past the 9 o'clock hour. First game started just before 4:30. Pitch over the outer half. 1-1. Nobody on base, one man out, bottom of the 5th. We're only playing 7 innings. Or if it goes to extras, we're playing a max of 9. The 1-1. Hard hit right to the first baseman. Jackson Coots picks it out of the air. 2 away. Nobody on base, 2 men out. Chad Stevens, the new batter. Stevens 0 for 1. He was hit by a pitch in the first inning. Popped out to Robleski, who was on the mound and caught a little bunt flare right back to him. Stevens trying to bunt Sems over, who was standing on first base, leading off the 3rd with a single. Tapped right down the first base line. That could roll fair. Instead, it rolls foul. 0-1.
Very strange play in the first inning with Chad Stevens going to third base, got tagged out. Thought Benjamin Sems may have scored in time, but the umpire ruled him out. Could prove to be very costly for the Gatemen in this game.
Matt Rudick had singled, and he had pulled in safely at first base, but with Chad Stevens retired on the base paths over at third before the run came home. Run was wiped off, and instead the Gatemen are now trailing by 1. Bottom of the 5th. Count 0-1, the pitch. Breaking ball. Rainbows over the inside corner. 0-2. The pitch. Fastball. Misses low and away. 1 ball and 2 strikes. 2 runs across in the last half inning to put Falmouth up 4-3. Chad Stevens entering tonight batting .254, 13 for 51, no homers. The pitch. Rolled left side of the infield, waiting on a Kendall. The shortstop picks it up and fires to first in time. A 1-2-3 inning for Sam Weatherly. First 1-2-3 inning for Falmouth pitching here in the second game. No runs, no hits, nobody left on after 5, Gatemen trailing 4-3. We'll be right back for the 6th. Gabe Genovesi with your call.
Shop from home year-round on Gatemen.org. You can customize your Gatemen gear from any device, anywhere. We offer a large selection of apparel and unique gifts 24/7, 365 days a year. Hard to find sizes, colors, and styles. Youth Clinic registration also available. Visit us today and remember us for holiday gifts at Gatemen.org.
Gatemen Baseball is officially sponsored by Robertson's GMC, the truck professionals. Located just 2 miles away on Cranberry Highway, Robertson's GMC, we are professional grade, power like a pro.
Need physical therapy? Select Physical Therapy works directly with you and your physician to create a plan of care that meets your goals and needs, with 6 locations on Cape Cod and more across the country. Select Physical Therapy is the official provider of athletic training for the Wareham Gatemen.
Soft as a Grape has 10 retail locations on Cape Cod, so even when you're cheering on your Gatemen at any away games, stop into a Soft as a Grape store for the best Cape Cod products. No trip to the Cape is complete without a trip to Soft as a Grape. South Coast Health Operators of Charlton Memorial, St. Luke's, and Toby Hospitals delivers an unmatched combination of clinical excellence with a personal touch. They are proud to serve as Southeastern Massachusetts and Rhode Island's only not-for-profit health system, as well as the region's largest employer. South Coast Healthcare, plus something.
Taylor Smith leads off the sixth for Falmouth. First pitch from Fleming. Misses outside, 1-0. 4-3 the Commodore lead over the Gatemen. Wareham, in danger of getting swept here on a Friday night at Spillane Field and falling to 0-4 against Falmouth this summer. 1-0, swing and a miss to Smith, 1-1. Taylor Smith, Barron Radcliffe, Jackson Coots, 5, 6, 7 hitters. Due up for Falmouth here in the sixth. 1-1, misses low and in, 2-1. It's been a long day here at Spillane. Game one started at 4:30. Wareham fell 5-2. Gatemen once again got on the board first tonight, up 3-0. 2-1, swing and a miss through a fastball, 2-2. Falmouth chips away. A run in the third, a run in the fourth, 2-run home run by Kevin Kendall in the fifth to give the Commodores a 4-3 lead. 2-2, off speed, down low. Count runs full. Fleming in his third inning of relief. The 3-2 pitch. Fouled off into the fencing behind home plate. Count stays full. Smith bat waving above his back shoulder, the 3-2. On the outside corner, strike three. Good pitch from Fleming. Hit his spot on the outside edge. That's just strikeout number 2 for Will Fleming. One down here in the sixth. In steps Barron Radcliffe, who's 0 for 1 with a walk tonight. The pitch. Down low, 1-0. Radcliffe struck out in the second inning, walked in the fourth. The 1-0. Swing and a miss. 1-1. He walked against Fleming. The strikeout was against the starter, Cole Stetzer. The pitch. 1-1, catches the outside corner, 1-2. Jackson Coots awaits on deck. He had an RBI double in the fourth. The 1-2 from Fleming. Popped him up. Pretty deep center. Ward ranges back into his right and makes the catch. Right over his left shoulder. 2 away here in the sixth. Coots 1 for 2 with that RBI double in the fourth. Popped out to Stevens at third base in the second. Falmouth 4, Wareham 3. Top of the sixth. Here at Spillane Field. First pitch from Fleming. Popped him up, shallow center. McLean makes his way back. Ward a long run in and makes the grab. Got down to a knee nearly. Called off McLean, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for Fleming. He's retired 5 straight ever since the home run. We head to the bottom half of the sixth. Wareham needs a run. Down 4-3. We'll be right back on GBN.
One of the Gatemen's favorite places for their post-game meals is Cool Cone, where you can get anything from fried clams and fried chicken to an ice cream sundae, and then top it all off with a round of mini golf. Cool Cone, located on Route 6 on the Wareham-Marion line.
The law firm of Lang, Exafaris & Bullard, providing families and businesses in the greater New Bedford community with legal services for 40 years. We look forward to serving you. For an appointment, call 508-992-1270. We invite you to learn more about the law firm of Lang, Exafaris & Bullard by visiting our website, lxblaw.com.
Legacy Insurance Agency at 213 Main Street here in Wareham can offer you coverage for all your insurance needs. We have the bundle discounts, the accident forgiveness, the vanishing deductible, no loss, etc. But unlike those gimmick companies, we can quote you with multiple carriers. So forget the lizard and price tool and come talk to a professional. We'll help you find what's right for you.
Got legal trouble? Attorney Mark Deshays is here to help the greater New Bedford area with real estate and business law, estate planning, and probate. Visit him today.
Struggling with changes in mood, sleep, stress, or a sense of hopelessness? Finding it hard to be the man you want to be? Get the information and tools you need for mental, emotional, and relationship health at massmen.org. Courage starts with the first step.
The Mezzaluna Restaurant is a family-run Italian restaurant celebrating 80 years in business. Located on Main Street in Buzzards Bay, Mezzaluna specializes in Italian cuisine, a lunch menu that's the best deal in town, and serving some of Cape Cod's famous prime rib every Wednesday and Saturday. Come enjoy the feast at Mezzaluna, the Italian family restaurant.
Bottom of the order due up for the Gatemen as we head to the bottom of the sixth here at Spillane Field. Matthew Rudick, Toro Tsuka, Drew Sims. 7, 8, 9 hitters due up for Wareham. Sam Weatherly back out for his second inning of relief. First pitch fastball misses outside, 1-0 to Rudick. Falmouth 4, Wareham 3. Game 2 of a doubleheader here at Spillane Field. We only play 7. The 1-0. Fastball paints the outside edge this time, 1-1. Gatemen down to their final 6 outs. They led 3-0 in this game. It's been all Falmouth ever since the second inning. The 1-1. Fastball popped up on the infield. Foul territory, third base line, and making the catch is Cruz over at third base. 1 away. Weatherly has come in and retired 4 straight. Wareham got 2 in the bottom of the first, 1 in the bottom of the second to take a 3-0 lead. Falmouth struck back with 1 in the third, 1 in the fourth. 2-run home run by Kevin Kendall in the top of the fifth to give the Commodores a 4-3 lead. First pitch to the lefty Toro Tsuka. Slapped foul out of play down the left field line, 0-1. And now Wareham trails 4-3. Otsuka at the plate, 0 for 2. Falmouth won game 1 of the doubleheader, 5-2. Weatherly sets and deals the 0-1. Breaking ball in the outside corner for strike 2. After the win in game 1, Falmouth is now 3-0 against Wareham this summer. 5 outs away from 4-0. And we've got a race for the Western Division title. The 0-2 ground ball fouled on the third base line. We'll stay at 0-2. Katuitt is beating Hyannis right now 12-4. They should win and stay atop the West. They go to 37 points in the Western Division. The 0-2. Breaking ball right over the heart of the plate. Wow, what a pitch from Weatherly. Second strikeout for him. 2 down, in steps Drew Sims. If this result holds and Wareham loses, they will stay at 35 points in the West. Falmouth jumps up to 35 points in the West. First pitch to the lefty, Drew Sims. Catches the inside corner, 0-1. And if you haven't been with us all year, it's a point system because you can tie here in the CCBL. Katuitt entered today 16-13-3. The 0-1 curveball misses low, 1-1. Wareham entered 17-13-1. 2 points for a win, 1 point for a tie. Katuitt and Wareham both 35 points entering today. Falmouth has played 3 less games than Wareham. 15-12-1. 1-1 fastball misses outside, 2-1. 31 points entering today. To make a long story short, Falmouth wins game 1. They get 2 points to go up to 33. If they win game 2 here, they tie Wareham for 35. 2-1 curveball at the knees over the heart of the plate, 2-2 to Sims. Katuitt's about to win. They jump up to 37 points. So Wareham needs a comeback to stick with Katuitt. They're down 4-3 right now, 2 down, bottom of the 6th inning in a 7-inning ball game. 2-2 curveball just misses outside. Count runs full. Wow. Sam Weatherly thought he had a strikeout. He started walking back toward the dugout. Sims 0 for 1, hit by a pitch today. Hit by a pitch in the second, grounded out to Kendall at shortstop in the 4th. The payoff pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Weatherly with back-to-back strikeouts, 3 now in 6 batters faced. And we head to the 7th with Falmouth up 4-3. We'll be right back on GBN. Come as you are, sit down, and relax at the deck of the Gateway Tavern. Enjoy the view while exploring their extensive food and drink menus for the ideal Cape Cod dining experience. Gateway Tavern, the official helmet sponsor of the Wareham Gatemen.
Joanne Stevenson and William Ravis Real Estate, a double play when it comes to selling or buying a home. With 19 years of experience in residential real estate and ranked #1 globally, they are sure to help you with all of your hopes and dreams. William Ravis Real Estate, the official real estate company for the Boston Red Sox, and Joanne Stevenson, your hometown agent, proudly support the Wareham Gatemen. Located on the Cape Cod Canal, Keystone Place at Buzzards Bay is the area's newest rental independent living, assisted living, and memory care community. With some of the area's largest apartments and an ultra-inclusive monthly service package, Keystone Place is a life-fulfilling retirement community unlike any other. Discover Keystone Place, the best option in Cape Cod.
One of the Gatemen's favorite places for their post-game meals is Cool Cone, where you can get anything from fried clams and fried chicken to an ice cream sundae, and then top it all off with a round of mini golf. Cool Cone, located on Route 6 on the Wareham-Marion line.
Austin Langworthy, Tim Tawa, Austin Mazel. 8-9-1 hitters due up for Falmouth as we enter the top of the 7th here at Spillane Field. Falmouth 4, Wareham 3. Gatemen trail by 1 to the Commodores, trying to avoid a doubleheader sweep. Jack Anger, the new pitcher for Wareham, and a pitching change brought to you by Bay Point Club. Will Fleming's night done. 3 1/3 innings pitched out of the pen. 3 hits given up, 3 runs, 2 of them earned. 1 walk, 2 strikeouts. Anger comes in. This will be his 5th appearance with Wareham. In his first 4 appearances, Anger, 4 innings pitched, a 6.75 ERA, no decisions in any of the appearances. Gave up 1 earned run in his first appearance against Chatham all the way back on June 16th. Pitched an inning scoreless against Orleans on June 23rd, then gave up 2 runs on 3 hits in 2 innings pitched at Catuit on June 29th. First pitch to the lefty, Austin Langworthy. Fastball at the knees, right over the heart of the plate, 0-1. Langworthy tonight 0 for 1 with a walk, grounded into a 6-4-3 double play. In the 4th, walked in the 3rd. The 0-1. High and outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Only playing 7 tonight. Game 2 of a doubleheader. The 1-1. Fastball outside, little high, 2-1. Anger trying to avoid any insurance runs coming across for Falmouth. The 2-1 pitch. Fastball misses outside, 3 balls and a strike. Anger, 3 walks, 4 strikeouts in his first 4 innings this summer. The 3-1 delivery. Way outside. Ball 4. Leadoff walk for Austin Langworthy. And that'll bring up Tim Tawa. And those are the types of walks that just hurt. Langworthy's a whopping 167 hitter. And you walk him to lead off the inning. First pitch to the righty, Tim Tawa. Runner going, pitch outside, a swing and a miss. Throw down to second, got him. What a strike from Drew Sims. Langworthy caught stealing. One down here in the 7th, and the count 0-1 to Tawa. That was clearly a hit and run as he swung at a pitch way upstairs. 0-1. The pitch. Low and inside, a ball and a strike. Sims bails Jack Anger out. Nobody on, one down. Wareham trailing 4-3, top of the 7th. 1-1 fastball misses inside, 2-1. Tawa 1 for 2 here in game 2, the 2-1. Fastball hit well into deep left field. Otsuka ranges back and makes the catch above his left shoulder. 2 away here in the 7th. That'll bring up the leadoff hitter, Austin Mazel. Mazel 1 for 2 with the sacrifice bunt tonight. First pitch to him. Swing and a miss through a fastball, 0-1. Flew out to Teeter at first base to lead off the game. Sacrifice bunt in the 3rd inning to get runners on 2nd and 3rd. Singled in the 5th, came around to score in the 2-run home run by Kendall. 0-1, low in the dirt. Sims picks it out, 1-1. Mazel in center field here in game 2 for Falmouth. Anger a long look in, now Roxon fires the 1-1. Chopped back up the middle. McLean ranges to his left and can't get there. Ground ball single into center field for Mazel. He's got a multi-hit night. And that'll bring up Kevin Kendall. Mazel with the 2 hits, his 5th multi-hit game of the year. Before this game, he had only had 1 at-bat against Wareham. He got hit by a pitch all the way back on June 17th. 2 for 3 with a sac bunt here tonight. Lazy throw over to first. Back safely is Mazel. Kevin Kendall, the reason Falmouth has the lead right now. 4-3 Commodores, top of the 7th. It was a 3-2 game, and Kendall sent a ball over the right center field wall, a 2-run jack. First pitch fastball in the outside corner, 0-1. He's 2 for 2 with a sacrifice fly and 3 RBIs tonight is Kevin Kendall. The 0-1, runner going. Swinging a foul tip off the glove of Sims. 0-2, and Mazel will have to go back to first base. Kendall came into tonight a 159 hitter. 7 hits all season, 7 for 44. Had a double. That was his only extra base hit. Fleming gave up the 2-run home run. And that's where we stand, 4-3 Commodores, top of the 7th. Kendall singled in the 1st inning. Sacrifice fly to bring home a run in the 3rd. 2-run home run in the 5th. Anger sets. Throws over to first. To add to it, Kendall was hitless. 0 for 11 in his last 3 games. And hitless in 8 of his last 10. The 0-2. Pitch outside. Runner was going. Snap throw back down to first. Not in time. Well, that's a nice job by Mazel to realize the pitch out. And put on the brakes quickly. Stop on a dime and retreat to first.
Drew Sims has a cannon.
Anger sets on the first base side of the rubber. Taps his front foot a few times. Throw over to first. Count 1-2 on Kevin Kendall. Wareham down by 1. Trying to keep it that way as we enter the bottom half of the last inning. The 1-2 from Anger. Way outside. Fastball misses 2-2. Matt McLean at shortstop, shading a little up the middle. Anger rocks and fires the 2-2. Fastball up and away. 3-2. Game 1 of this doubleheader started at 4:30. Game 2 at 7:30. 7:28 to be exact. Approaching the 2-hour mark of Game 2. 9:26 here on the East Coast. Anger sets at the letters. The payoff pitch. Ground ball straight to Teeter at first base. He's going to take it on a hop and touch the bag. And that'll do it. We head to the bottom half of the 7th. Wareham needs a run. Down 4-3. We'll be right back on GBN.
Stop by the Ansel S. Gurney House, where you will find a unique shopping and dining experience. Whether shopping for a special occasion or just to treat yourself, you'll find what you're looking for in one of the 11 themed rooms. There's also a cafe serving fresh homemade lunches overlooking the extensive gardens. The Ansel S. Gurney House is located at 403 County Road in Marion.
For a nostalgic Cape Cod vacation experience, head to Bay Motor Inn, where guests are treated like family. Located in the heart of Buzzards Bay Village, this 1950-style cottage colony still provides you with up-to-date amenities. The Gatemen thank the Bay Motor Inn for their support.
The Bay Point Golf Club offers a unique collection of 18 championship golf holes, a beautiful banquet facility, and a club host that has a fully stocked pro shop. The Bay Point Grill is a perfect place to grab a meal or watch a game. The course is located off Onset Avenue in Buzzards Bay. The Gatemen thank you for your support.
Come on over to BB's Bar and Grill for food, drinks, and fun. Located on Cranberry Highway, come in to sample the delicious eats or relax with a drink while enjoying live entertainment. BB's is one of our team meal partners.
To the bottom of the 7th we go here at Spillane Field. Falmouth 4, Wareham 3. Game 2 of a doubleheader. So Wareham down to their final 3 outs as we play just 7 innings in both of these games. Logan Hoffman into pitch for Falmouth. And he's been good. 7 appearances this season for the Commodores. 2-0 with a 0.79 ERA. He's allowed 1 earned run. It came opening night against Harwich. Ever since, it's been 8 1/3 innings scoreless for Hoffman. 6 straight appearances without a run. Top of the order, due up for Wareham. Braden Ward, Matt McLean, Jacob Teeter. Trying to keep this game alive with 1 run, walk it off with 2. Wareham lost game 1 of the doubleheader 5-2. And it sets up a very interesting race at the top of the Western Division. Falmouth is now 3-0 against Wareham this summer. 2 of those wins coming in the last few days, this week. Falmouth is now just 1 game back, 2 points back of Wareham and Cotuit. Wareham and Cotuit entered today tied for first in the West. Cotuit is about to win. They're up 12-4 late in the game. First pitch to the lefty, Braden Ward. Fastball fouled off back into the fencing behind home plate, 0-1. So Wareham needs to win this game to keep pace with Cotuit atop the Western Division. If Falmouth hangs on here, they tie Wareham for second in the West, the 0-1. Hard line drive into right center field, and that's going to be caught by Tim Tawa, who takes a couple steps back and makes the catch on the outfield grass. 1 down for Matt McLean. Wareham had a 3-0 lead in this game. 2 runs in the bottom of the first, 1 run in the bottom of the second. Then 1 run in the third, 1 run in the fourth, 2 runs in the fifth on a 2-run home run by Kevin Kendall. First pitch to McLean, misses low and away, 1-0. Gives Falmouth a 4-3 lead in the fifth, and that's where we stand. McLean 1 for 1 here in game 2. The 1-1 pitch. Low. 2 balls and a strike. Excuse me, 2 balls and no strikes. McLean sacrifice bunt in the first inning. RBI double in the second. Hit by a pitch in the fourth. The 2-1 from Hoffman. On the outside corner, 2-2. McLean came into today red hot, and that's where he stays. The 2-2 pitch. Misses outside, count runs full. Came in hitting .455 in his last 10 games. Now the 3-1 from Hoffman. Swing and a miss on a fastball, 3-2. McLean did go 0 for 2 with a hit by pitch in game 1. He reached on an error, along with a hit by a pitch and a ground out. The payoff. Popped up out of play. Foul. We'll stay at 3-2. McLean's double in the second inning is 6th double of the year. Leads Wareham. The 3-2 once again. Breaking ball outside, ball 4. Tying run on, winning run to the plate in Jacob Teeter. 1 down here in the 7th. And we know Teeter has the power to end this thing on 1 swing of the bat. 4 doubles, a triple, 2 home runs this season for Teeter. Starting first baseman for the West in the All-Star game on Sunday. Hoffman now from the stretch. Sets on the first base side of the rubber. First pitch to Teeter. Breaking ball in there for a strike at the knees, 0-1.
No Gateman has more RBIs here at Spillane Field than Jacob Teeter.
Already has a couple today. RBI single in game 1. RBI single in the first inning of game 2. He's 1 for 2 with a walk here in game 2. Hoffman a deep breath. The 0-1. Breaking ball. Catches the outside corner, 0-2. Dallas Beaver awaits on deck. Hoffman a long look in. Tying run and Matt McLean on first base for Wareham. Down 4-3, bottom of the 7th. Hoffman sets on the first base side of the rubber. Throw over to first. McLean dives back safely. Just playing 7 innings here in the doubleheader. Wareham down to their final 2 outs. Hoffman nods in to his catcher, Taylor Smith. The 0-2. Fastball. Just got a piece of it, did Teeter. Fights it off fouled on the third base line, 0-2. Good crowd here on hand on a Friday night in Wareham. Hoffman sets. The 0-2. Fastball hit well into left field. Ranging back is DeLoach. He'll have room, and he makes the catch above his left shoulder. 2 down. Wareham down to their final out. In steps Dallas Beaver. The game on Beaver's shoulders. Falmouth 4, Wareham 3. Bottom of the 7th, McLean on first base. He's the tying run. Beaver to the plate. Bats from the left side against the righty Hoffman. Hoffman comes set. First pitch. Breaking ball on the outside corner for strike one. Beaver 1 home run this season. 6 doubles, does have power. Hoffman comes set, brings home the 0-1. Fastball outside. A ball and a strike. Beaver 1 for 3 in both games tonight. Singled in the first inning of this one, then lined out to Tawa at second base. Struck out in the 5th. Throw over to first, McLean back safely. Benjamin Sems awaits on deck if we get there. The Katuitt game has gone final. The Kettleers will stay in first place in the West. Hoffman sets. The 1-1. Runner going. Pitch high and outside. Throw down to second. Gets past the shortstop Kendall and into center field. Oh, with a good throw, I think they might have had Matt McLean. Instead, the tying run now in scoring position.
I mean, in hindsight, it worked. I don't think that was the best decision for McLean to run.
And now Jerry Weinstein and Matt McLean having a conversation over on the first base line. And McLean will retreat back to second base. Beaver with runners in scoring position and 2 outs this summer, 6 for 12. Hitting .500 with 7 RBI. With McLean's speed, a base hit probably ties the game. The count 2-1. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball high at the eyes. 3 balls and a strike. Beaver will be looking for something out over the middle of the plate here. McLean the tying run on second. The 3-1. Swing and a miss through a fastball. 3-2.
Beaver's looking right field. He's got a wide gap. Anything hit right there ties the game.
Tying run on second for Wareham, trailing 4-3. 2 down. The 3-2. Curveball flared foul, out of play. Beaver just stays alive. We'll do it all over again. Wareham needs a base hit. Falmouth 4, Wareham 3. 2 down, tying run on second. The payoff pitch. Popped him up, foul, out of play, down the third base line. Beaver fighting and fighting, stays alive. Wareham loses and they fall out of first place in the West. Falmouth would tie the Gatemen for second place in the Western Division. A win and they tie Katuitt for first place in the West. Hoffman sets. The 3-2. Curveball hits Beaver. Winning run on first. Tying run stays on second. Benjamin Sems, the Kansas Jayhawk, to the plate.
I mean, the situation for Wareham is that you started the inning with 3 All-Stars coming to bat. Now you have 2 All-Stars on base and 1 more stepping into the box.
Mike Antico will pinch run for Wareham. Dallas Beaver takes a seat. Game now in the hands of Benjamin Sims. Falmouth leads by 1, 4-3. Coming back from down 3-0. Wareham trying to crawl back and tie this thing up, possibly win it. Hoffman sets the pitch. Blooped out into right center field. Radcliffe ranges in, and that ball lands. Miscommunication. McLean scores. Antico puts the brakes on at third. And the Gatemen have tied the ball game. Falmouth can't believe it. Radcliffe, Maisel, Tawa all looking at each other. That should have ended it. Instead, it's a game-tying RBI single for Benjamin Sims. And we're knotted at 4.
Well, we mentioned the big gap in right center field, but both Maisel and Radcliffe were right there. Either one could have made the catch, and instead, neither one did.
And Darren Baker's going to pinch hit. Baker will pinch hit for Stevens. And he clearly just got told as he puts his batting gloves on the on-deck circle. Takes a few practice cuts and walks up to the plate. Antico, the winning run, 90 feet away. Baker steps in from the left side. Falmouth 4, Wareham 4. Bottom of the 7th, game 2 of the doubleheader. A base hit wins the game for Wareham. Logan Hoffman, who's been so good all season long for the Commodores, gives up the run, but it was the miscommunication in right field that led to it. First pitch to Baker, way high. Good job by Smith to jump up and catch that one, 1-0. Baker played in game 1 of the doubleheader, went 1 for 3. He's a .333 hitter on the season, top 10 in the CCBL. He's an all-star for a reason. The 1-0. He shows bunt, puts it down third base side, foul. 1-1. Trying a little suicide squeeze there with 2 down. Baker with runners in scoring position and 2 outs this summer, hitting .214. The 1-1. Misses outside, 2 balls and a strike. Gatemen fans anxious here at Spillane Field. Falmouth 4, Wareham 4. Wareham already a run in the inning to tie the game. Antico now 90 feet away. He's the winning run. The 2-1 from Hoffman. Fastball outside. 3 balls and a strike. Sims is on first after the RBI single, but he doesn't matter. Antico on third is the only guy that matters. The 3-1. Swing and a miss through a fastball. Sims takes off for second. Again, he swipes the bag, but Mike Antico is the winning run.
Defensive indifference.
(3-2), 2 down. Bottom of the 7th. Wareham and Falmouth knotted at 4. Hoffman sets the payoff pitch. Swing and a foul tip back into the mid of Smith, and we're going to extras. Hoffman gets the job done when it comes down to it. We head to the 8th, tied at 4. We'll be right back on GBN.
Stop by the Ansel S. Gurney House, where you will find a unique shopping and dining experience. Whether shopping for a special occasion or just to treat yourself, you'll find what you're looking for in one of the 11 themed rooms. There's also a cafe serving fresh homemade lunches overlooking the extensive gardens. The Ansel S. Gurney House is located at 403 County Road in Marion.
The Gatemen would like to thank Wareham Country Market for helping to feed the Gatemen players and staff after games. They are located about a quarter of a mile from the field on Route 6, offering a convenience store, a Dunkin' Donuts, and a deli.
Wareham House of Pizza has been serving Wareham and Marion for over 40 years with steak and cheese, pizza, and subs. Located in Shaw's Plaza, head on over for pickup or let them deliver to you.
Beat the heat and join us at Waterways, a water experience unlike any other this side of the bridge. Open daily, head over to the water park on Route 28, the Cranberry Highway.
Located in Wareham Crossing, Coastal Orthodontics knows the importance of a healthy smile. Dr. Kevin Oliveira and his team at Coastal Orthodontics are a patient-focused practice, delivering professional, effective orthodontic treatment based on the individual clinical needs of each patient, resulting in beautiful smiles in a timely manner. With 10 years of experience using Invisalign, Coastal Orthodontics uses the most up-to-date dental equipment. Cape Cod Coca-Cola thanks you for supporting the Cape Cod Baseball League and for refreshing yourself with ice-cold Coca-Cola products. Please remember to recycle your empty bottles, cans, and all other recyclable materials. It only takes 6 recycled plastic bottles to make a new baseball cap.
Learning at Curry College extends beyond the classroom and is embedded in all that they do. Curry prepares students to engage in successful careers and active citizenship with a global perspective. Explore undergraduate majors, minors, and concentrations, including new majors in accounting, biochemistry, and software development. Online at curry.edu.
We head to extras here in Game 2 at Spillane Field. Game 2 of a doubleheader. Top of the 8th we go. First pitch to Zach DeLoach, misses outside 1-0. Zach DeLoach, Trey Cruz, Taylor Smith. 3, 4, 5 hitters due up for Falmouth. Pitching change brought to you by Bay Point Club here in the 8th for Wareham. Jason Ruffcorn pitching. In his second appearance of the summer. 1-0, misses outside 2-0. His first appearance was just 3 days ago against these Commodores. Pitched an inning scoreless. Gave up 1 hit, struck out 1. The 2-0. Fastball on the inside corner, 2-1. Ruffcorn, the 6'2", 195-pound righty from Oklahoma. The 2-1. Pops DeLoach up, out of play, foul, 2-2. DeLoach 0 for 3 here in Game 2. The 2-2. Ground ball foul down the first base line. We'll stay at 2-2. Zach DeLoach came into today with the best average in the CCBL. A .378 hitter. Went 1 for 4 in Game 1. The one hit was a solo home run. 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Blew a fastball by him. First strikeout for Ruffcorn, and in steps Trey Cruz. So Ruffcorn retires 1 All-Star. Another steps to the plate. Trey Cruz 0 for 2 with a walk here in Game 2. First pitch fastball on the outside corner for strike 1. Cruz bats from the left side, a switch hitter, the 0-1. Jammed him, foul out of play. Down the third base line, 0-2. The 0-2 from Ruffcorn. checked his swing and did not go around, did Cruz. 1-2, pitch outside.
Tough to read the ball out of the hand of Roughcorn. Not exactly a sidearm pitcher, but almost a three-quarter delivery, just a little bit of hesitation.
1-2, fastball just low. 2-2.
Comes out of his hand like a slingshot.
The 2-2 offering. Foul tipped back into the mitt of Drew Sims, strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts for Roughcorn here in the 8th. And that'll bring up Taylor Smith. Smith 1 for 3 here in game 2. Top of the 8th inning, knotted at 4. First pitch to him. Hits him on the back. Breaking ball that Roughcorn just lost. He hits Smith to bring up Barron Radcliffe. Radcliffe's bat definitely has pop. 4 doubles, 3 homers coming into tonight. He'll be a home run derby participant just a couple days from now on Sunday. Roughcorn sets the pitch. Fastball at the knees over the heart of the plate, 0-1. Radcliffe 0 for 2 with a walk here in game 2. And now he chops one foul, 0-2. He walked in the 4th, sandwiched between a strikeout in the 2nd, pop out to Ward in center field in the 6th. The 0-2. Hard hit ball, deep left center field. Ward chases, and that ball's into the bleachers. Barron Radcliffe, a go-ahead 2-run bomb to left center. 6-4 Falmouth. That's a dagger. 4th home run of the year for Radcliffe.
That's a crushing blow. Radcliffe is hot coming into this game. The average doesn't reflect it.
Came in hitting .333 in his last 7.
330, or yeah, you're right.
1-0 outside, 2-0 to Jackson Coots. That's now 14 RBIs for Barron Radcliffe, and this being game number 8 of that stretch. 2-0 hammered out into deep center field. Ward ranges back on the track and makes the catch with his back up against the wall. Damage done. 2-run home run from Radcliffe gives Falmouth a 6-4 lead. The Gatemen down to their final 3 outs once again. We'll be right back on GBN.
Joanne Stevenson and William Ravis Real Estate, a double play when it comes to selling or buying a home. With 19 years of experience in residential real estate and ranked #1 globally, they are sure to help you with all of your hopes and dreams. William Ravis Real Estate, the official real estate company for the Boston Red Sox, and Joanne Stevenson, your hometown agent, proudly support the Wareham Gatemen. Located on the Cape Cod Canal, Keystone Place at Buzzards Bay is the area's newest rental independent living, assisted living, and memory care community. With some of the area's largest apartments and an ultra-inclusive monthly service package, Keystone Place is a life-fulfilling retirement community unlike any other. Discover Keystone Place, the best option in Cape Cod.
One of the Gatemen's favorite places for their post-game meals is Cool Cone, where you can get anything from fried clams and fried chicken to an ice cream sundae, and then top it all off with a round of mini golf. Cool Cone, located on Route 6 on the Wareham-Marion line.
The law firm of Lang, Exafaris & Bullard, providing families and businesses in the greater New Bedford community with legal services for 40 years. We look forward to serving you. For an appointment, call 508-992-1270. We invite you to learn more about the law firm of Lang, Exafaris, and Bullard by visiting our website, lxblaw.com. We get to the bottom of the 8th here at Spillane Field. 6-4, the Falmouth Commodore lead over the Wareham Gatemen. New pitcher in for Falmouth, Nick Nastrini in the pitch here in the 8th, trying to close it out. The UCLA Bruin. Bottom of the order, due up for the Gatemen. Matthew Rudick, Toro Tsuka, Drew Sims, trying to keep the game alive for Wareham. Again, this is game 2 of a doubleheader, so we're in extra innings here in the 8th. Only play 7 on doubleheader days. Wareham was down 4-3 entering the bottom of the 7th. They came through with a run in the 7th to tie the game at 4. First pitch to Rudick. Misses outside, 1-0. Falmouth answers back with a 2-run shot from Barron Radcliffe in the top of the 8th inning to take a 6-4 lead. 1-0, fastball right over the heart of the plate, 1-1. Rudick 1 for 3 here in game 2. He didn't play in game 1. The 1-1 pitch. Hard ground ball back up the middle, backhanded by the second baseman Tawa. Throws to first, and Rudick is safe as the ball goes in and out of the glove of Jackson Coots. And Wareham has a leadoff base runner, Toro Tsuka, the tying run to the plate.
Well, I'm fairly certain that a pick out of the dirt would have been an out. So in my book, that's an E3.
Nick Nastrini will now have to work with a runner on. This is his 5th appearance this summer. First pitch to Otsuka, chopped foul, 0-1. He's 1-1 with a 3.11 ERA in 17 1/3 innings pitched. 6 earned runs given up in those 17 innings. Otsuka steps out of the box. Jerry Weinstein having a conversation with Otsuka and the home plate umpire, Larry Rosenberg. Oh, 0-1 the count to Toro Otsuka. Otsuka here in game 2, 0 for 3. Flew out to Radcliffe in right field in the 2nd. Ground out to Tawa at second base in the 3rd. Struck out looking his last time up in the 6th. The 0-1. Breaking ball on the inside corner, 0-2. Otsuka. Now the 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Otsuka now 0 for 4. First strikeout for Nick Nastrini. And in steps Drew Sims. And excuse me, it's going to be Adrian Del Castillo to pinch hit for Sims. First pitch to the lefty. Chopped right side. Fielded by the first baseman Coots. He steps on the first base bag and now throws to second and it gets away. That should have been the ball game. Instead, Del Castillo grounds out and Rudick moves to second base safely. That'll bring up Braden Ward, top of the order for the Gatemen, still trailing 6-4.
Jeez. Comedy of errors late for this Falmouth defense.
And the Washington Husky will try to keep the game alive for Wareham. Nastrini sets. First pitch to Ward. Hard hit, line drive, right field, and making the catch is Radcliffe to end the ball game. Man, Ward hit that on the screws, but straight to Radcliffe. Falmouth 6, Wareham 4, your final score here in Game 2. We'll take a short break and be right back on GBN for the postgame show.
Struggling with changes in mood, sleep, stress, or a sense of hopelessness? Finding it hard to be the man you want to be? Get the information and tools you need for mental, emotional, and relationship health at massmen.org. Courage starts with the first step.
The Mezzaluna Restaurant is a family-run Italian restaurant celebrating 80 years in business. Located on Main Street in Buzzards Bay, Mezzaluna specializes in Italian cuisine, a lunch menu that's the best deal in town, and serving some of Cape Cod's famous prime rib every Wednesday and Saturday. Come enjoy the feast at Mezzaluna, the Italian family restaurant.
Does your insurance agent know you by name, analyze your stats, and help you with your game plan? If the answer is no, then it's time to draft Morse Insurance. Their local team will get to know you, assess your risk, and develop a strategy to protect your home, auto, or business. Visit us online at morseins.com. Hashtag Morse, of course, has your back.
Northeast Maritime Institute's College of Maritime Science is a proud sponsor of the Wareham Gatemen. If you're looking for a career at sea, look to NMI's program of education, adventure, and employment on northeastmaritime.com, America's premier two-year maritime college.
Office Technology Group is a southeastern Massachusetts source for advanced digital copiers, printers, and document solutions. From Toshiba to Epson and everything in between, they've got you covered. Shop now at otgne.com. Large enough to serve, small enough to care. Shop from home year-round on gatemen.org. You can customize your Gatemen gear from any device, anywhere. We offer a large selection of apparel and unique gifts 24/7, 365 days a year. Hard to find sizes, colors, and styles. Youth Clinic registration also available. Visit us today and remember us for holiday gifts at gatemen.org.
Gatemen Baseball is officially sponsored by Robertson's GMC, the truck professionals. Located just 2 miles away on Cranberry Highway, Robertson's GMC, we are professional grade, power like a pro.
Need physical therapy? Select Physical Therapy works directly with you and your physician to create a plan of care that meets your goals and needs, with 6 locations on Cape Cod and more across the country. Select Physical Therapy is the official provider of athletic training for the Wareham Gatemen.
Soft as a Grape has 10 retail locations on Cape Cod. So even when you're cheering on your Gatemen at any away games, stop into a Soft as a Grape store for the best Cape Cod products. No trip to the Cape is complete without a trip to Soft as a Grape. South Coast Health Operators of Charlton Memorial, St. Luke's, and Toby Hospitals delivers an unmatched combination of clinical excellence with a personal touch. They are proud to serve as Southeastern Massachusetts and Rhode Island's only not-for-profit health system, as well as the region's largest employer. South Coast Healthcare, plus something more.
Whether you're brewing a lager or an ale, Stone Path Malt has got you covered. Stone Path Malt, the local provider of quality malt for all your favorite New England craft breweries, is right here in Wareham. For your next night out, stop by their new tap room.
Village Signs of Mattapoisett. They do it all, from logo design, trucks and buildings, to boats. Village Signs has proudly served southern New England for over 35 years. Visit them at villagesigns.inc.com for all your signage needs.
The Gatemen would like to thank Wareham Country Market for helping to feed the Gatemen players and staff after games. They are located about a quarter of a mile from the field on Route 6, offering a convenience store, a Dunkin' Donuts, and a deli.
Wareham House of Pizza has been serving Wareham and Marion for over 40 years with steak and cheese, pizza, and subs. Located in Shaw's Plaza, head on over for pickup or let them deliver to you.
Final score here in Game 2, Falmouth 6, Wareham 4, your final, and the Gatemen get swept in another doubleheader. Just a poor offensive performance all around by Wareham today. 2 runs in Game 1, 4 runs in Game 2. They did come through, well, I want to say come through, but they got a little lucky in the 7th inning, tying the game at 4, and then a 2-run home run by Baron Radcliffe in the top of the 8th inning. In extras, again, you only play 7 because of the doubleheader. Gives Falmouth the 6-4 victory in Game 2.
Yeah, I mean, you could point to two storylines for the Wareham Gatemen as reasons for them getting swept today. One, the lack of offense, but that was more prevalent in the first game than the second game. But in both games, you had the bullpen blowing what was a lead. Levi Prater, exceptional in the first game, went 3 innings, didn't allow a hit. The Wareham Gatemen had a 1-0 advantage, squandered the lead. Here they had a 3-0 advantage in game 2, and, well, they blew it.
As you just said, my friend, you can point to both things. Excuse me. The bats never really came alive today. Just 6 hits in game 2, 4 hits in game 1 for Wareham. But the pitching out of the bullpen once again let Wareham down. Will Fleming comes in after Cole Stetzer only gave up a run in 2 2/3 innings pitched in his start here in game 2. And Fleming gives up 3 runs, 2 of them earned. And then Jason Ruffcorn in the 8th gives up the 2-run bomb.
So this is my takeaway from this doubleheader. We know this team can hit. There have been doubleheaders in the past where they couldn't hit. You could point to the Orleans doubleheader when they got swept each game, losing 1-0. Harwich, they gave up 13 runs to Harwich in the second game of that doubleheader. My concern is the pitching staff. The pitching staff has been more of a problem game in and game out than the hitting has been. We've seen the hitting go on streaks, and we've seen them get hot, and we've seen, for the most part, hitting not be a problem for this team. Yeah, they've had their exceptions this season, but you can easily point to a number of statistics across the board that say, you know what, the Wareham Gatemen are the best hitting team in the Cape Cod League, and that's what could potentially carry them far in the postseason. The pitching is a legitimate concern. Outside of Ian Bedell and Trent Palmer, and I guess Levi Prater, there are very few pitchers on this staff that you can point to and say, you know what, I trust this guy to come into the game with runners on base and keep the opposition off the scoreboard. As far as I'm concerned, this is just another showcase of this team's lack of pitching and, quite frankly, a pitching concern.
Couldn't agree with you more, and Wareham is now 0-6 in their last 3 doubleheaders. They can't win when they play 2 in one day. Once again, your final scores today: Falmouth 5, Wareham 2 in game 1, Falmouth 6, Wareham 4 in game 2. The Gatemen get swept. They're now tied with Falmouth for second place in the Western Division. Katuitt wins. They're in first place alone. And all of a sudden, what was Wareham and Katuitt at the top of the Western Division, 3 games up on Falmouth, has turned into Falmouth winning 3 straight games against Wareham in a matter of 3 days and completely changing the picture of this Western Division playoff.
We've been talking for the last week about how good of a team this Wareham Gatemen squad is. 8 All-Stars, most in the Western Division. Best hitting team in the Western Division, and in the Cape Cod League. And the pitching staff had turned it on for a period of time. All of a sudden, the Gatemen have found themselves on the brink of 3rd place in the Western Division. And listen, there's no concern about them missing out on the postseason because Hyannis has been sitting at the basement all season long. They just lost again tonight, 15-5. They're still sitting at 6 wins this season and potentially finishing. They're in danger of finishing with the worst record in Cape Cod League history. Thank goodness for that, for the sake of the Wareham Gatemen and their positioning, because right now there is a big question mark surrounding this pitching staff and really the hitting at the moment. So, big game tomorrow against Bourne, and a big-time break that is much needed for this Gatemen team right now upcoming for the All-Star game.
We're going to take a short break. Addison Van Patten will have your post-game interview when we come back on GBN.
The 99 Restaurant is a proud sponsor of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Visit them in Centerville, Falmouth, Mashpee, Wareham, or Yarmouth this summer and try some local flavor from the winner of the Cape Times Best Restaurant for Takeout, the 99. Always the real deal. The Wareham-based 80 Makepeace Company, founded in 1854, is the world's largest cranberry grower and the largest private property owner in eastern Massachusetts. The company supports organizations like the Wareham Gatemen and projects like the outdoor cranberry bog classroom that you may have passed on your way in. Visit admakepeace.com to learn more. The 2019 Cape League All-Star Game will be played at Eldridge Park, home of the Orleans Firebirds. Mark the date on your calendar, Sunday, July 21st. Game time is 6 p.m., but the gates open at 2. One highlight will be the home run hitting contest. There will also be an autograph session and a large merchandise village with items from many of the teams. Be sure to buy your tickets now right here at the merchandise stand. Tickets are just $5, and part of the proceeds will support our Wareham Gatemen.
6-4 the final score. The Wareham Gatemen get swept on this Friday night against the Falmouth Commodores. They fall to 0-4 against their Western Division foes this season. Let's send it down to Addison Van Patten.
Thanks, guys. Addison Van Patten here with the hitting coach, Rob Selna. Now, we fell 2 games to Falmouth today, and they are not as good of a team as Chatham, who we've had their number all summer long. So what wasn't working for the Gatemen today?
Yeah, I don't know. You run across certain teams where you produce, and some teams kind of have your number. We found that out with Falmouth, with Harwich. Just the matchups sometimes aren't there for you, but, you compete against the game, not necessarily against the team, and today the game got us.
Like you said, we've seen Falmouth just about as least out of anyone in the whole league so far. We've even seen our East League competitors more than we have them. Is there something about them that we just weren't prepared for?
Well, I don't know if we weren't prepared for anything. I think Jerry and the players are prepared to play, but sometimes the balls don't fall. If we got one that fell for the game-tying hit, but if Ward gets a base hit there, you hit the ball on the screws, it's a different ball game and give ourselves a chance. But I wouldn't say it's anything other than baseball. Sometimes that's how it goes.
And like you said, there's ups and downs in baseball, and that is just the game. We are 1 for 4 in doubleheaders so far on the season. Is there something about 7 innings that just doesn't work for the Gatemen?
Yeah, I don't know. Doubleheaders are hard on everyone. The other team's also playing the same amount of innings, so I wouldn't say that doubleheaders are something that goes against the Gatemen. It's just the way the game is played sometimes, and these guys are used to playing a lot of baseball, so I don't think doubleheaders is anything against us.
The post-game message for Game 1 from Jerry Weinstein was that he didn't feel like their mentality was as into the game as it needed to be as far as the day was going, and was hoping that they'd go into the second game with that mentality, and then his post-game for the second game was saying that he didn't think they got there. Is that something you agree with, or is that an issue of the team?
Yeah, I think all of us, even including the players, agreed that the first game we weren't really prepared to play. The energy wasn't there. I do think the second game we competed a lot more. Our at-bats were a lot better. Our pitching was good. And that's a credit to the players. They picked themselves up. They had a little team meeting by themselves, and they took it upon themselves to compete a little bit more, and I thought it showed today.
And it does reflect that the second game was a lot closer of a score than the first one. Now, going into tomorrow, we're born at away. Is there anything that we're going to be doing differently for that game, even though we typically have them under our wraps?
I don't think we'll do anything differently. I think our rotation's out there. I think our lineup is already set. I don't know what it is yet, but we're just going to go about our business, and I think if we come out with some energy, I think we'll be in good shape.
All right, thank you for chatting with me. Sending it back to you guys.
All right, thanks so much, Addison. Talking to hitting coach Rob Selna. 7 hits, 4 runs across for the Wareham Gatemen. In the second game, 4 hits, only 2 runs across for the Wareham Gatemen. In the first game, they get swept by the Falmouth Commodores, and they fall to 0-4 this season against the Falmouth Commodores. And like Addison and Rob hit on, doubleheaders not the friend of the Wareham Gatemen this season. You have to go back to the first week of the season when they swept Chatham, and then, well, you have a series against Orleans, a series against Harwich, now a series against Falmouth. Sweep, 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 not in favor of the Wareham Gatemen. Big story tonight, hitting didn't really show up, but mostly the bullpen came in and blew 2 leads for the Wareham Gatemen tonight.
And you said it. Wareham falls to 0-4 against Falmouth. Okay, let's wrap this thing up. Wareham at Bourne. Tomorrow, 4th place in the West, but Bourne has very good pitching, and you're on the road. We'll see if Wareham can show up.
Bourne lost tonight. They lost to Orleans. They fell 8-3. Good sign for the Wareham Gatemen potentially, but Bourne was on the road against Orleans, and the pitching staff didn't show up. They're back at home tomorrow. Expect the pitching staff to show up.
Your finals once again. Falmouth 5, Wareham 2 in Game 1. Your final line from Game 2. Commodores 6 runs, 8 hits. 2 errors, 5 left on base. The Gatemen 4 runs on 6 hits, 1 error, 9 left on base. Nick Nastrini picks up the win for Falmouth. Jason Ruffcorn gets the loss pinned on him for Wareham in a game that lasted 2 hours and 32 minutes. Wareham gets swept today. They fall to 17-15-1, and they fall out of first place in the Western Division. We'll talk to you from Bourne tomorrow. For Jonah Karp, I'm Gabe Genovesi. So long from Spillane Field.